Rodney,
What's going on, Gary?
I seen you rocking out in the box.
I was rocking in the box, man. It's my favorite song of the week. How you doing?
You over there? You're down there headbanging.
Look at that. Let's go. Number one.
Dang, there's Mr. Jim Robinson.
Yeah.
Oh,
and that's YouTube. Larry's right behind him.
Larry Hunt thinks he had the first comment, but on our screen here, we got Mr. Jim was first.
He snuck in on the Facebook side. Man, what a great day, Gary. Golly.
And yeah, this is like perfect weather. I don't know if you call this autumn or pre-fall. I don't know what you call it, but
and I'll take it all day, every day.
Tiffany opened the windows in the house when she got up this morning, and that morning was still pretty chilly. And it warmed up pretty awesome, though. Man, great weather
outside.
Alan just got in the bottom box there. Cool. Everybody's there.
I see Goose.
Yep, there's Jim Lauer, and Goose is watching. Wendy Martin. Hi, guys, she says. Yeah, Jim says it's turbo weather.
He's got that right. He knows, and he's an expert. So who's to argue with him, you know?
No
kidding.
Wasn't he supposed to do something last week? Wasn't he supposed to be somewhere last week, he kept saying?
Oh, at the car show a few weeks back?
I didn't see him. I didn't see him there.
I didn't either.
That's the only reason why I went to go see Jim.
I know. He owes me a box of gloves.
He could donate them for whatchamacallit, not a raffle or however you guys, do the stuff to, earn.
Oh, yeah, for the donations? Is every time
donations?
Yeah.
Stumbling on the word donation. Yeah, he could have put them up for raffle. Waffle.
That's it. That's awesome.
Devin Brown. Hey, Devin. And there's Brian Wise.
What's up, Brian?
I saw Brian and Shannon last night.
Nice.
Yep. Lewis Martin. Hey, Lewis. Hi, guys. There's Barry Peter. Hi, Barry.
Word.
Scott Linker. What's up, boys? Hey, Scott.
What's up, Scott?
Jim says didn't know where it was. Should have asked. Oh,
yeah. I'm sorry. We'll give you an address.
Larry says bracket finals today at Mocan. Cars were flying.
Man, I tell you what, the DA was fantastic. They said it was like 280 at Tulsa.
Holy moly!
Mm-hmm.
Just 1-0, 280. Not 2800.
No, 10. Yeah, the first number is a 2, and it's the second. I guess the first number is a 0, right?
Three digits.
Oh yeah.
Man, Scott says he made some hits Friday night.
Good. Get some shakes in.
Doug Perry. Hey, Doug. Shannon Wise. Hi, Shannon. You see old Harper's? They're hanging out at the coast. You see that?
I saw that down there in Alabama.
Yeah, he just recently, his last post is that's just hanging out. He said they could get used to that.
I know, a little rest and relaxation there after a hard year of work. Good.
Yeah, he deserves that. Both of them.
Yeah. Looks like we'll see him at the banquet on the 15th. I saw him.
The
rooms there for Mr.
the Titans deal.
Yeah, for Al to go snatch down.
Yep, that'll be fun.
I wonder if Larry has any more information on that. If we're still locked in for the 15th there, that'd be cool.
I'm about ready to hit that casino up and just give me a room.
Give him a room.
Larry says 610 DA at the Mocan. Wow.
There you go. Man, great turbo air.
Yeah, can't even think of how long it's been since the DA only had 3 numbers.
I know, right?
Probably way back to, I don't know, March or April, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or last November at Texas.
Right. No kidding. Way back.
Yeah. 2024.
2024. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, man. It's pretty awesome. Show number 99. We're going to talk about the Titan Chance Part 2. We got Dale. We got Austin. We got Watts on. It's going to be good stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
gonna be good stuff, man. Excited.
You got the Rodney Dowell too. He was one of them guys.
Oh yeah, he was out there.
Yep. You was a champion also.
That's a good year, man. Good year.
Yeah. You ready to roll into it? You got anything?
Sure.
Real quick.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's give our partners a shout out. Shout out to Mid-America Dragway, Ultra Color Collision Repair, TNS Race Cars, Titans of 10.5, the fastest small tire series in the Midwest, Harry Street Carpet, Mobile Recon Mobile Detailing, and Sandland Iron and Metal. Thank you to these awesome partners for being partners with us in 2025 as we wind down the season.
That's awesome. And speaking of Sandland Iron and Metal, I think Brandon picked up a win today, did he not? In Tulsa?
Yeah, I think so. They're those small tire action and at the throwdown.
Yeah, Throwdown and T-Town.
Midwest Drag Race Series. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Larry Hunt says Team Mad was going rounds.
Okay, at the can.
Yeah. I think Dave Dawkins was there. He had a little video earlier today. He was kind of hanging out in the pits, did a little video.
Yeah. Saw
that. If you're curious about the DA in Amarillo, there it is. 6,100.
Woo!
Woo! No thanks.
Tough to breathe in.
We're never coming racing there, Tim.
Oh my goodness.
Doug Berry says Rodney the Champ Dowell.
Woo! Thank you, Doug.
Woo!
Good season.
Yep. Yeah, it went fast, didn't it?
It really did. I was talking about that the other day with you. It did, and we hit all of our events. I mean, it's
yeah. I was loading pictures, and your pictures had a lot of, each place we went, Centerville and all that. So Centerville was first, and it's man, it just seems like we was there just like last month.
I know.
It just didn't seem that long ago.
Well,
but it was
sorry, when I was giving them to you as well, there was other races outside of the Titans we didn't go to, and I'm just like, oh, that's not Titans, but like, oh, that was a good event though. That was fun.
Yeah. Hot Summer Nights.
Yeah, Hot Summer Nights. The Klingman Memorial. Mad Shootout. So yeah, good stuff.
There's Mr. John Ketch. Hey, John. What do you want me to do with this?
Oh yeah.
I thought about. Well, it's from Mel Hamilton, right?
Yeah.
Buy one get one slicks. I thought about taking it to them and dropping it off so that they have it and like he can go in and it's right there. I don't know.
That's a great idea.
They're just a mile from my house. I can stop in there after work and drop it off. So I don't know. I can take it there and they'll have it, and
then you just have it. They'll just have it.
And then it's there. Yeah, he says he should be coming that way next week. Okay, John, I'll do that. I will put it in my truck and I'll drop it off on the way home. I'll drive right by there every day. I'll zip in there and drop it off.
Just like when you drove by, just zing it in the parking lot,
Yeah. Hey, I can fold it into an airplane.
And just there you
sling
go.
It in.
I call perfect right to the doors.
You actually, I'd call Nick and say, "Hey, open the door," and it's coming in. I don't think I can build that good of an airplane.
I don't know. That'd be tough. That would definitely be tough.
Yeah. Yeah. He says, "Take it there." I'll take it. I'll drop it off, John.
Heard my mascot barking. She cracked her way through the door there.
Oh, did she pick the lock Houdini style?
Oh my goodness,
Ginger Houdini.
She knows what's going on.
She's got a key.
Oh yeah,
the orb, like the dog on Men in Black. She's got the orb.
Yeah. That's it.
There's Clayton Boyer. Clayton says, "Hey fellas, what's up, Clayton?
What's up, Clayton? Glad you joined us today, buddy.
Yeah. Miss seeing you.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, let's load them up. You got some pre-pictures? You ready to bring in Dale or whoever?
Just two quick little things on Mid-America Dragway here.
Okay.
This thing's slow to drag up pictures on the click tonight. There we go. Looks like they have one more race, November 8th. That's 2 weeks. Yeah. Looks like a little bracket race. They got a box class, no box, all run junior drag sure. No box geezer. I don't know what that is, but it's
You got an age deal, or you got to be over 65?
That's what I was wondering too. Do you have to have like an AARP or Social Security? You got a Medicare card? I don't know.
You got to be retired. Oh,
Yes. Yeah.
AARP card. Oh.
Yeah. So Matt has another thing. If you're wanting to race again, there's November 8th. And another thing from Mid-America Dragway, the banquet date got changed.
Right
It was going to be November 1st. So it was
Right.
going to be next the Saturday after the one coming up in 2 weeks.
Right.
But that got changed. It's now February 28th. Everything else the same. Doors open at 5, dinner 6:30. It's still at the Stagecoach Event Center. I think they
Right.
said something about there's still some racing going on, or there's other banquets going on, or something.
Yeah, they
they
got on top of another banquet. And,
Yep, steering around stuff. So
yeah.
February it is.
Yep. Well, and I got my coupon. You know, I put
Did
in
you
my
finally
money.
get that?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Or did you just think about
yeah,
it?
I even triple checked. I even asked. And she
I'll have to
got
hit
it.
up Mrs. Harper and check you out.
Well,
Did you-
that's
did
what
you-
she goes, well, you saw it moved, right? Because I was all ready for it in a couple weeks, day after Halloween, excuse me. Because they're
Yes.
having that barbecue again, so I'm excited about that.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Barry says 55 plus. I fit that on
There
the
you
on the
go.
geezer.
See?
If that's
See?
the geezer
Yeah.
specs. Jim says easy boys on the old stuff.
Oh, I know. Well, he's obsolete, man. I hope I look that good when I'm his age.
Oh yeah, we talked about that at Tulsa, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah.
He looks like he's 55.
He does.
Yeah.
No, good stuff.
Yeah.
When we hear more about Titans Banquet, we'll share that as well. We just noticed the 15th, right, at the casino
Yep.
there in Seneca.
Yep. That's just a
Okay.
few weeks. That's gonna be a ton of fun. Everybody needs to come to that.
Yes.
Well, you ready to drag one of these fellas in here?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
We got another one in the box now that
Right.
from we talked. So what do you think? You want to pick, Rod?
Yeah, we'll
Who you
start
wanna
with Dale here, right?
Dale, it is.
We'll start with Mr. Dale. What's going on?
We
Owassa?
Hey, doing great. Good to be on.
Hi, Dale.
Hey, hi, Gary. How you doing?
Man, good, bud.
Thanks for joining tonight. I don't know if you got to see last week, but we'd wanted to bring everybody on. We had too many to do it in one event, so we had to break it down here. So appreciate the pictures. Good talking to you in the pre-show. And man, we're just going to talk about the awesome year you had. Does that sound okay?
Sounds great.
Nice, nice.
Dale the champ.
So you Dale the champ. Dale the champ,
that
no
sounds
doubt.
good.
No kidding. No kidding. I bet that does sound good. Well, you talked about your little car that you won in. You drive it around on the street a little bit, huh? How long have you had that car?
I bought that car in 2010.
Okay.
Dropped a 572 in it to go super street racing, and decided to go drag week racing instead. So we made it into a street car to drive on the street.
Heck,
Is that
yeah,
a
man.
572 Mopar or
It's a
Chevy?
572 Mopar, tunnel ram, 572 heads, and it's actually got a 820 lift roller cam and 10-to-1 compression.
Sure.
So I run it on 91 octane gas, drive it, and then when we go to the track, I got two 300 horse kits on it and 112 octane. So we squeeze it with 300 to run the 550 range, so we don't use it all the way down the track on the 580. And then I've got two systems on it. It's been 530 at 133 in the 8th. So
that's great, man. That's a little runner. That's a little runner. Yeah.
What
I
was
think
the first
the time
year?
we saw that car was at Centerville, wasn't it, Gary? Have you seen that car before Centerville?
Yes. Yeah, on the drag and drive stuff.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
Yeah. What was your first year you did drag week with it? Was it
drag week with that car was 2012. I did drag week in 2010, 11 with a different car, but in 12 we took the Gremlin, and then I've ran it in drag week. I think the last drag week I ran with it was 24. So we
Cool.
ran, I think, 14 drag and drive events with it. So
Dang.
Wow.
it's been on Rocky Mountain, Sick Week, Hot Rod Drag Week. So quite a few of them.
Yeah. 2012 was the first year that Keith and I did drag week with his wagon.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's a long time ago now, man.
Been a while, hasn't it?
2012, geez. Yeah.
Yeah, 2014 was a good year for us. We got Spirit of Drag Week winner, and I think we all had I had quickest AMC. My two brothers were like quickest or number 2 in their classes. So we did pretty good that year.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yes.
So how long
Well-
have you had the car, did you say?
So that car I got, like I said, in 2010, but I didn't get it going until 2012.
Mhm.
We dropped a big block Mopar in it, and I had Mercy. Quite a bit of time up in the front end of it, getting that Mopar loaded up in there, getting the headers built, and putting in a rack, and changed over some front suspension. So finally got it all in there.
Heck
Front
yeah.
end pulls off and goes on, but it's got roll up down windows and all the glasses in it. 2 seats, turn signals, the whole works. So it doesn't look like it's got a Colina block in it, and it's about 200 pounds heavier than a normal block. That thing's just a lot of steel. And the whole car weighs in at 3,400 pounds with me in it. Of course, I weigh 300 pounds, so it's a 3,100 pound car. So it's a little heavier than it looks.
Wow.
Engine makes about 850 horsepower. And then, like I said, we're spraying it with 600 horse of nitrous when we're all in around 1,400.
Man.
All right.
It's tough to make a heavy car fast.
No kidding.
It is. And make it react on an instant green light.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I was actually going to ask you that. One of my little notes here on instant green. Let's talk about it. Do you like the instant green action for that?
So I'm actually a pro tree racer. I like it. The instant green has its, it's always got you guessing. Looking down at that green light was rough for me. The first week actually in Centerville, I think my first light was a 710. And then my second light was a 600. And I think I was in the low 500s the rest of the weekend.
Okay.
And that really got my attention going, okay, I've got a long way to go here. We had to do quite a bit to the car as the year went along. I changed out the brake and changed out the front tires and suspension limiters and quite a few things to get us down there to where we could react. Bought a lot of breakfasts, I can tell you that. So I'm traveling this year was with all my buddies. I had Dwayne Bryant in the little Chevy 2, and then Case and Doug Huddleston had the Firebird, and Dale Seltzer's got that little 56 Morse Minor.
Okay.
So about every race we went to, we would say, whoever's got the worst light has to buy breakfast. And I can tell you, I bought plenty of breakfasts this year.
Wow. That's a good idea. Gary,
Yeah.
I'm trying that next year.
It was a lot of fun.
So if you ever wonder why they want to keep racing with you, that's why, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
I kept trying to talk them into the waffles and the bacon was good enough, but they didn't go for that.
There you go. That's funny. Yeah.
With that instant green, have you ever thought about trying to cheat a little? Not cheat, but like guess it a little bit. And
So yeah, I'd never done that. We got toward the end of the year there, and at the I think it was the last time trial. I ran Case, and Case was only 1 point behind me coming into that race. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna guess and give him a little head game here and tell him that's what he's going to get later on. So I counted 1, 2, 3, and I think I kicked off like a 285 light or something like that, and put about 3 car links on him. So when we come back around, the funny part of that story is I was thinking, okay, that was fun to mess with him a little bit. What I didn't expect was to get the bye into the first round because I had the best light in the last qualifier. So that was pretty funny.
That is awesome.
Man.
Worked out your favor.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
Cool.
that's great.
So let's talk about the series there. Going to Centerville in April. Was that your first time going, or have you been there before?
Actually, I think that was I've been to Centerville before, but I was down helping Dwayne Bryant run one of his 57 Chevy. So I'd never raced there before. So that was the first time I'd raced on Centerville's track.
Yeah. Same for us. Same for us. And you're out of Owasso. How far of a pool was that for you?
It was about 3 hours. It wasn't too bad.
That ain't bad at all. That ain't bad at
No.
all. Yeah. Good
I think
crowd.
that was our longest trip, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Same here. Our longest
that was our longest trip. Yeah. Good. Yeah,
you're
I
in a
like
good
that.
spot there. You're like in the center of all the reach for the Titan stuff. You're in a good spot.
Yeah. So Ozark was a little further than Mad, but and Noble would have been about the same. So really not too bad. 3 hours was our longest trip. Most of them were within 2 hours of us.
Yeah.
And then Tulsa, of course, was in a few minutes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. You could drive it there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Sleep in your own bed at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how'd this event go for you? Was the 580 class pretty stacked there at Centerville?
Yeah, we got ready to go and had some issues with the truck. I'd had an older 2003 Dodge I'd been pulling with and had some issues with it. My buddy Will Heath, he said, "Hey, we'll grab my dad's truck and hook onto it and pull down." He had a 2020 Dodge, and of course that later the year I ended up buying me a new truck because of that pull. So it went so good. I went, "Hey, I'm gonna get me one of those."
That's
But
cool.
we pulled down, got to the track a little bit late, jumped off the trailer, and there was a lot of people there. So we unloaded and ran our first round. We came around, and like I said, the light was horrible. The car ran pretty close to the 580. It wasn't too bad off. And we ran my buddy Dwayne, and he put a light on me and ran down track pretty good. So I thought, okay, we got a lot of work to do. So we came around, and I think we ended up running. Yeah, we ended up 7 time trials out of the 4 we ran on Friday night, and then we ran 3 on Saturday. So by the time we got done with our time trials, we had the car set up on a 581, and it was cutting about a 513 light. So we were pretty happy moving into that eliminations, thinking, okay, we gotta do something on the finish line. I'd ran a lot of super street over the years, and you race that finish line and bracket, and when you're running your index racing, everything happens down there. So cut the good as light as you can, look over at your opponent, and you pretty much know who's got the light when you leave. And I played a few games. Like I said, I got 600 horse of nitrous on it. So we're running on 300 after 2 seconds. So at 60 foot's really slow. And then we run about 127 to 125 out the back. So going through those rounds, the first 3 or 4 were tough. And I remember getting down to the last round there. I had to run the Mustang. I'm trying to think of his name right now, but he had the little Mustang with turbo on it. And I decided before we left, I was going to take some time out, roll some time into my nitrous coming on, and slow the car down, and then use the override right at the finish line to gain some mile per hour. So we came out of the hole and we were going down the track, and sure enough, he got on the brakes and cut it down to about 108 mile per hour. And I waited till I'd say before the mile per hour stripe, I kicked in the second system. We went 127 and just caught him by about 100th out the back. So
wow.
Ended up winning that one. And I'll never forget, first time ever for me, I rolled the corner to pick up my time card, and she handed me $1,000, and I went, wow, that's new. I've never been paid picking up my time. That was pretty awesome.
Wow. Hey, Rodney.
Yeah.
Hey, Rod, you know how I heard that story?
How did you hear that story?
He has a scramble button too.
That's what I heard as well. That's what I heard.
He's got a scramble button.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I used it more than once this year.
That's right.
Well, he called it, the nickname's Overdrive, apparently.
Well, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah,
That's
some
great.
good racing there. I hear I'm not in the game to know enough about it. The little, the game within the game on the racing and all that. You hear the term dropping taters or giving them the stripe or just whatever.
Yeah.
Pushing them through so they'll break out. I know there's a lot of good stuff that goes into that, but that's awesome stuff.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Had Glade Evans there, and Will Heath helped me out a lot. We got the car down the track, and then got it back home that night. And we went ahead and drove on back. And I don't know if I'll do that again if I go to Centerville. I'll probably wait and come back the next morning. But we made it home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
No.
Dwayne Bryant has a comment here. He says $1,000 will buy another Gremlin, right?
I should have sent you that picture. So it was sometime during the year. I think it was Tulsa. I had left my car there with Dwayne, and when I got back, they wrote for sale $250. And there was a guy there on a mini bike, and he's thinking, I don't know if he thought it was real or not, but boy, he was sure trying to trade me that mini bike for my Gremlin. And I had to tell him, no, these guys are joking with you.
They're messing. That is funny.
He must have been pretty proud of his mini bike for $250.
Yeah.
He was. He said it had a cup holder on it. It was worth $300.
Oh man.
Right. You would actually have to give him money. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
Holy
Bucks.
No, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Very cool. Very cool. So who's in the picture with you here, Dale?
So that's Glade Evans there on the left and Will Heath on the right.
Okay.
Glade and Will do a lot of dragon drives with me.
Oh,
Glade's got a 66 Coronet wagon with a Hellcat in it, and Will's got a 71 Duster with a 500 cubic inch big block.
heck yeah, right on. Right on.
Awesome.
So moving on to Mid America there. Let's
then
see here. Go ahead.
Yeah, so then we went to Mid America. I'd been there and raced a dragon drive. I'd ran a what was that race? That was
Rocky Mountain Race Week.
Rocky Mountain Race Week. Yeah. So I had been to Rocky Mountain Race Week and ran there and just made a single pass down the track, and it went well. So we called it a day. So I was kind of excited to get back there and do some index racing.
Yeah.
And had a great time there. We ended up going around running our time trials, and I think we went back. Yeah, Saturday we had a good time, no issues there. Got into eliminations, and I think I went. Let me see here. I think 4 rounds in eliminations, and all those went really good. Car was running dead on 580s. I was having no trouble there. The 60 foots were great. Car was running really good. And I had switched to a better brake, so we had the times down. I think I went a 477 lights. Yeah, 480s, 470s. So we picked up a little bit going to a pro brake. So we were pretty happy with that until we ran into Michael Moore. Geez, 4th round, that little blue Chevy 2 that leaves really good. He cut a 400 light, I think I had a 480 in that round. And so he had me by like 800s on the tree. And I was so glad when I grabbed the override that lit up I think it was a 479 a 579 breakout. So I broke out by 100th. So it didn't look as bad as it did because he still beat me to the finish line. So, one of those races where you go, at least it looks like I broke out. Even though he beat me with stripes still. So it was a pretty bad win on the tree.
Wow.
So the rest of the year, every time I seen him, I said, okay, I'll let Michael go up first, and then I'll kind of hang out, pull on in behind me. So I got to get some revenge next year for him. I got to get that car working a little better.
Nice. That's awesome. Great story. A little different track too. We went from all the shade to no shade, trees everywhere to
No tree, nowhere.
Yeah, no trees at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
That track is pretty cool, though. I used to run Super Street, and they had a track at Scribner, Nebraska that looked just like that. And then I guess the one over in Kansas there was Great Bend's similar too.
Yeah. Open.
So, yeah, reminded me of that.
It's like 1 or 2 trees, and that's it there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing out there at all.
No.
And so
I had a good time.
Did you mention earlier that Mad was the furthest pool for you or Ozark?
No, it was actually not too bad for us. It was right in there in the middle. I think about 2 hours, a little over 2 hours for me, and I'm there. So it's not too bad at all. Yeah.
I like Gary saying you're right in
that track.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of our local track, and we appreciate the Harpers and the Maybrier so much. They do a great job. But that was a good time.
I got another funny little story there too. So I was sitting there talking to Gary Watts, and I see Alan. I'm going to tell on Alan here. I see him coming across, and he gets kind of heated about somebody taking a guess on him. And I told Gary, I said, doesn't he realize that's just somebody's showing respect? And Gary says, I don't think he's seen it that way. So Alan was a little hot.
little hot, huh?
It was pretty funny. We had a good
We'll have to
time.
ask him about that. That's funny.
Yeah, you'll have to ask him that one.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
The respect part is a good point, though. That's a
Yeah,
for sure.
Just to take a guess on you. I had that thought there was a little Nova at Centerville that was cutting 400 lights, and he had got put out, I think, the round before, and I think the Mustang had took a guess at him there, honestly. But I said to myself, if I got to race him in the final, I may just have to count 3 and let go. Because I don't think I could have beat him up heads up either.
That's great.
Oh, super cool. So now we're rolling over to Mocan. Did you make your way over that way in June?
Yes, I made it to Mocan, and getting to Mocan, the car was set up for, like I said, for drag and drive. So it had a 389 gear in it, and I have a gear vendor overdrive in it. So It was set up to run, I've ran 167 and a quarter, I think is what it's went. And we've had it out on the street before. We say in Mexico, and we tried to run 194, and the rear of the car came off the ground. So it's got a pretty tall gear in it with an overdrive, and it's it makes it to where it can go pretty decent in the quarter. But on the 8th, that was pretty bad. We were barely shifting into drive when we were on the track. So I went to a 488 gear, and we were testing it at Mocan, and it really liked it. The 60 foots came down, so I thought, okay, this is going to be more controllable, more consistent. And then we got rained out there and ended up heading back home. And then the next race for Mad, we went back, and we were, I think, 3 cars back when the light had the issue with the track there. So we didn't get to race. But so 2 races there that we missed out on, but didn't lose any points either. So that might not have been such a bad thing.
I know.
Really,
that's a good point, because sometimes it helped a little bit, sometimes it, hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
I felt, if you felt like you were running good that weekend and you didn't get a chance to show it, or if, I don't know if another competitor didn't make it, but it didn't matter because the race didn't count, and
the race didn't count.
Yeah. I think the biggest question for Mocan is, did you get stuck? Did your trailer get stuck? Or your truck get stuck?
Luckily, no. We pulled right inside the gate and turned to the right there by the road, and it wasn't too bad for us. The ditch was quite a ways down there, and we didn't get stuck. But I did see a lot of tracks, and a lot of people had gotten stuck, so it was pretty bad.
No doubt.
We saw 4 of them from where we was at, 3 or 4.
Yeah. Well, and even on Friday coming in, before it kind of kicked off, there was the tow truck already made it in there, pulling a couple out. And, of course, that bad storm came Saturday, mid-morning, and probably the right call, just never know when those things. Very cool. Very cool. So now we're heading to Tulsa, which is like 30 minutes or less from your house. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So before
not Tulsa yet.
Happened, do what?
Not Tulsa. Mocan was Thunder Valley / back to our Mid-America.
Yeah.
So Mid-America.
3 cars.
We went down, and the car was running great. We had ran a couple of times, and honestly, I said it was running great. I really felt confident for that race. When we pulled into Mid-America, I think we had a 24-mile-an-hour headwind. The density altitude was like 4,000.
Yes.
And when you've got power on tap, you go, this is my race, right? Everybody that can barely run 580 is going to struggle. So rolling into that one, I was thinking to myself, this override button's on. It had went a 590, a 592 was about where the tune-up was set. So I had already rolled it down to come on a second earlier so I could get it into the 80s. And then I had my override button ready. And my plan was just to go out there and cut the best light I could, make sure you take the stripe. So I think that would have been a good plan, but we got up there 2 or 3 cars before the start. Dwayne was going to race me. I was against the Chevy 2, and we got hung up there and didn't get to run. So, of course, that would have been a lot of fun, but didn't get it done. So.
No, well, that's what I thought you said. You were like 3 cars back or something before the low light situation.
3 cars back, and they had the light issue and just couldn't get that back together. So.
Yeah.
Man.
This Chevy too, we keep bringing up. What color was that again? I'm trying to remember.
It's red, 64
Okay.
red Chevy 2. I
Very
think
cool.
one of the pictures I sent in has it in there. Has the
Okay.
car there.
Check it out.
Me and him ran to the race right before Tulsa. We went out to a no prep race at Tulsa, and Glade and them came with me. I think Will and Dwayne took his car, and Gary Berkebile went with him, and we got all the way down to the semifinal in that race, and I had to run Dwayne, and I think I got him by just a few hundredths at the end. He had car got out of the groove just a little bit, and he lost a little, and I got around him, and then we raced a Mustang in the final and won that race. And then when we left there, that's when we went to the Waffle House. I think I sent you those photos. It was pretty funny.
There it is.
Yeah, you got to bring that Wally into the Waffle House.
Yeah.
And while we're sitting there and we're eating, one of the guys with the BMW small tire car that runs like 530s or 40s, he had won in, I think it was True Street, in another class. He double entered, and he came in with both his Wallies. So it was pretty fun. We're sitting in there eating.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah. What class did you enter in that race?
So in that one, I ran the 6.0 index.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a 6.0 index race, so we just slowed the cars down a little bit and ran them in the 6.0.
Heck yeah. The versatile car there, drag and drive, 580, 6.0.
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
dial it
do a
in.
little bit of
That's
everything with it.
Heck yeah.
Whichever race we can find, we got a class we can jump into.
Yeah. But think about it, Gary, you're hanging out at the Waffle House with your Wally, and then all of a sudden, someone comes up right behind you and just puts his down on the table too. That is freaking awesome.
Yeah. You think you're special, and then there's two more in there. Jeez.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's the Waffle House in Owasso. I know Gary and I know where that's at. We probably sat at that table.
Yep. We
Yeah.
sat right there beside that jukebox. Yep.
Yeah, so
Cool.
it was pretty wild. They, a lot of people in there kept asking, "What happened tonight?" All of us carrying trophies in. So they
Oh
wanted to know
yeah,
what was
right.
going on.
Yeah, what you doing? That's funny. That is funny.
Yeah. So then we went out to the Tulsa race, was the
There it
next
is.
race in the series, and we rolled out there ready to go. The car had been doing good. Yeah, that's a no wheelie bar picture there.
Okay.
So I've got pictures of it with all four wheels off the ground before, and that picture there's out at about 100 feet out. The car would roll out, carry the wheels for quite a ways. And it's a lot of fun. But I got to replacing too many front end parts and decided, hey, I think I better put some wheelie bars on this car. So, but I'd say the first 6-7 years of drag and drives, I'd wheelied the car a lot. So it was a lot of fun.
Heck yeah.
And no matter what you do, the 4-link, that's what it wants to do.
Climb
Oh,
the ring.
man.
It doesn't seem to stay down.
How many minutes from your driveway to the gate?
Here at the Tulsa track, 13 minutes. I'm at the track.
Man, that's great.
Yeah.
That car
That was
from
awesome.
2010 until oh good grief. Other than trailering it to an event, like a drag and drive event, I hadn't seen a trailer in the first 10 years I owned it. We actually drove it out to the track every weekend, the drag week. We drove it to midnight drags and different races. I drove that car all the way to Mocan, raced it there, and drove it home.
Awesome.
That is awesome.
Man, that's so cool.
Heck
It's
yeah.
a lot of fun. But yeah,
Just
we went out to the. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I'm just curious too. What transmission's in that?
It's got a power glide in it.
Okay.
180 straight cut power glide.
Yeah.
With,
And then you got
with a gear vendor. Yeah.
the gear vendor on top of it. Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. You can
That's
cruise 75 mile per hour at about 2,400 RPM.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is the drive shaft about 24 inches long?
Yeah. It's not very long at all.
It's short.
Yeah.
That's a good
In
point.
the transmission, the gear vendor, and there's not much
Yeah.
room left.
Oh,
No.
yeah. There's not a whole lot
How-
of room left after that.
What's the wheelbase of this car? How long is it?
It's
Good question.
94 inches.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, 94. And that engine sets, it sets back just a little bit, but not far enough. The really hangs over the nose quite a bit, but for what it does, trying to wheelie all the time, we went ahead and put the Colina block in it, and the Colina block weighs 330 pounds with nothing in it. So it's pretty heavy engine. I think we're a tad over 680 or 700 pounds, something like that's what the big block weighs.
Mm-hmm. Dang.
When you got this car in 2010, was it white or did you paint it white?
No, it was white, but I did paint it again. It was a pearl white when I got it, and then I painted it back white. But everywhere under that thing where you can see old paint somewhere, it's got a green chip or two here and there. So it was that ugly green when it was built.
Oh,
yeah, I think it came out with a 200 and what would it be? A 258 6-cylinder.
Oh, is that right? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so we've doubled its cubic inches.
Yeah. Melissa Morrow says she hopes to see you in a few weeks at the Short Circuit Drag and Drive.
Yeah, I seen that was coming up. I might be able to make that.
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome. Great picture there, man. That is just fantastic.
Thank you.
Tulsa's such a nice track.
Oh, it is. That's a great track. We like that track. It hooks up pretty good. We went out there for the series race, and we went I think 3 rounds there. We got into the 3rd round, and we raced a little El Camino, and I'm not for sure is his name right now, but he did a great job. He treed me, and we were going down the track, and I thought, okay, all I've got to do is hit the override button right here close to the end, and I'm going to take the stripe and try to get the win. Right. And just as I touched the override button, he locked up his brakes right there at the first mile per hour cone. So I grabbed my brakes, let off the override, and went a 79 with an 8. So 2 thou under.
Dang.
So he left me room, but I couldn't. Man, he did a good job getting on the brakes where he did.
Yeah.
So he put me out.
All these races within the race. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, when you're doing this kind of racing, the actual index racing, you've got to have a plan before you leave. So most cars, I'll give away one thing I do is I get into my you guys ever looked at time, distance, and what would it be? Time, distance, and speed. And you get into a calculator and you can calculate there's 66 feet from the finish line to the mile per hour cone to the finish line. So if you'll go in there and say you run 125 and you're going to try to kill 5 miles per hour and you nail the brakes every time at the same distance, you can actually set your car up to where you know exactly how many thousandths you're going to cut off. You can also know exactly how much you need to cover. So like if I'm going to add my horsepower, I know exactly how much time I can cut off if I hit it right at the mile per hour stripe. So do a lot of figuring and try to get my pass set up before I race somebody, know how they use their, what they normally do with their car. And it kind of gives you an idea because things happen too fast, especially at 55. I can't figure it out. So I got to get it figured out before I leave, right? Have a game plan and then go execute it. So.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool stuff.
Good story. Learning a lot here. So now we're going into the finale. And at Ozark, how are we sitting on the points for you going in?
So going into there, I think I had Lewis Martin, or was I think Gary and Gary Watts and Case were the 2 that were the closest to me, and maybe let's see. I think there was only 4 or 5 of us that could win at that point, and I had Case by 1 point, so I was really concerned. And by the time I got to racing, like I told you, I got to buy into the into the first round. So coming into the second round, it was just me, Gary, and Case was all that was left that could win at that point. And we came around and ran that pass. I won, and I beat Jim Berkebile in his little Camaro. And I think I ran a 580 with a 0 and then a 3, and barely got around him. He was tight. Beat me on the tree, and then I actually outran him at the finish line by, I think it was 6 or 9 thou, something like that, to beat him by by just a little bit. And then I came around for the third round, and I got beat in the third round. So the third round made me nervous. There was 8 of us left.
Okay.
And out of those 8, the 4 of us were still in, my 4 buddies. In this picture here, you got Case, and you got Dale Seltzer in the 56 Morris Minor, and Dwayne Bryant in the 64 Chevy 2. And we came around. There was the 4 of us, and then there's 4 other cars, Gary Watts and the little Chevy 2, the little blue Chevy 2, and then the white was a Nissan, I think. Left, and another car. So when we came around, we're all 4 talking. We're going, hey, let's try to stay away from each other. This will be great. The 4 of us get into the semifinal. That'd be the way to go, right? So I'm the first one up, and it worked out perfectly. All 4 of us are in a line there, and I'm the first one to get beat. I raced Gary. I'm looking into the sun. The sun had just dropped, and I think my light was like a 540. It was horrible. And Gary had like a 470 light, and I had to run a 75 on the override out the back to try to chase him down. And so I broke out pretty bad on that pass, and he won. So at that point, I'm thinking, okay, they're behind me. Case has a chance to win this thing. All he has to do is get past this round. He'll tie me, and then if he wins the next round, he'll win. But unfortunately for them, all 4 of us went out that round. Case ran I think an 86 on the brakes, and if he'd have ran it on out, he'd have probably covered him and won that pass. But he thought the guy was out there quite a ways and got on the brakes early and let him go. But so anyway, as I'm pulling around to the pit area, Alan came over and told me, hey, Case just went out. You just won a championship. So it was pretty great.
Wow.
At that point, that was a pretty good feeling. But unfortunately, all 4 of us lost that round, and the other 4 guys went up to run the semi. So we were all 4 done. We'd have been better off to run each other. So anyways, it was a pretty good time, though.
How does, when you're up there, you're talking about that when there was 8 left, you guys don't chip draw, right? You just get in the lane, or
no? So they run in, they use a card draw. So if you kind of watch, I mean, they could pull the same lane twice, and you'd race the guy behind you. Generally speaking, if you want to stay away from somebody, you would skip a car in between them and you would go around and stay in the same lane they were in. So they're going to pull the car in front of you or the guy beside you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So they just flip back and forth drawing cards.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
Very cool. Is this your first points championship?
Thinking back, I'm trying to think here. It may be. I ran bracket racing early on and runnered up a few times. I ran NHRA Super Street and won a Wally, but I never won a championship. I think I was 7th in Division 5 one year.
Okay.
And then, I think this is.
Wow.
Congrats.
We won the Rocky Mountain Mega Week in the 11-0 index. I took my little, I've got a Hellcat Red Eye, and I took it on there and ran 11-0s. And my brother won the 13-0 class with his little Charger. So we had a pretty good year this year overall.
It sounds like it. And it's pretty cool too to race with all your friends there, because we saw you across the way there. We were on the other side of the pit there. So I saw your little group there at Ozark and stuff. You guys were having a good time racing there.
Yeah.
Keeping it in the friends and family lane there. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, they all wanted to race together this year, and the 580 thing made sense. So Dwayne picked up this little Chevy 2, and Dale had worked on his little Morris and didn't have to do a whole lot to it, but put alcohol carbs on it, and it came right to life. And so it worked out good for us all to get in there and run 580.
Heck yeah.
Cool.
Well, then that just makes sense then, because the loser buys the Waffle House. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Well, we appreciate you coming on. Gary, do you have anything before he does the shout outs?
I don't, man, Dale. We really appreciate your time, and it was fun hearing your kind of your recap on your championship year. So we really appreciate you tonight.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, I thank you guys for having me.
You had a super great year. What we do at this time, Dale, is give you the mic, to thank your friends, family, sponsors, and that sort of thing. Any shout outs and that sort of thing. And then we'll just hand it over to you. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to thank my wife, first of all, for letting me go out and play all year. Had a good time. And like she said, every time I'd leave, she said, "You going to play with your friends again?" I said, "Yep, we're going out to do this again." So I want to thank her for sure. And then had a good time with all my friends. Like I said, Dwayne Bryant, Dale Seltzer, Case, and Doug Huddleston. And then Gary Berkey-Bile and Jim Berkey-Bile. Don Padberg, he ran the 650 with us this year. And then Owen Ratcliffe, he ran the little Chevy truck in 650. So we had a good time. A lot of us out there playing, and it was fun. And then Will Heath and Glade Evans helping me most of the year. Couldn't have done it without those guys either. So it was a good time.
Yes.
You said something very important about your racing. You said the word fun a bunch of times.
Yes, he did.
Real important. Have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for me, that's a lot of it. I mean, you get out there, day of racing is better than a day of work anytime. You hear
That's
the
right.
guys also. So no matter how bad that day goes, I'd rather be doing that than anything else. So definitely have fun with it.
Yes. Well, I'll be honest with you. I've been watching this car all year and watching it go rounds, and it's finally great to meet you. And should have came over and basically gave you $300 apparently, and I would have had that thing. But
highest bidder.
Yeah, highest bidder. You
Highest
plan on
bidder, you'd have got it for 300.
I know, man. Would have brought my mini bike over apparently with the little beep beep.
Yeah, you might have.
You plan on going to the banquet?
Yeah, definitely.
Great.
Cool.
Yeah,
Definitely.
come
Have
down.
to catch up.
15th, that'll be
great.
fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Well, appreciate you coming on. We're not trying to kick you off. We're just going to the next one. But man, it's just
You're all right.
fantastic.
Hey, Larry Hunt says great team and even greater folks.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah, we had a good time, and Al came over quite a bit visiting with us, and we visited with Larry. Really had fun. And it's nice to meet you, Rodney. Nice to meet you, Gary. You guys have a good night.
Yes, sir. Thank you. We'll see you at the banquet.
Looking forward to it.
All right. Sounds great. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank
Good
you.
night, Dale. Who do you want to drag on next, Rod?
Dude, was that not awesome right there? I mean, they got it figured out. Have fun. They're hanging with their buddies. I mean,
Yep.
that is
The little technical things to figure out with that 580. Oh man, that's really cool.
Well, and another thing that, how many are showing up with the 580s? It ain't like the other classes that have 10 or less. I bet 580 is pretty deep. So you got to go some rounds is my point, and that sort of thing.
At Mid-America Dragway, from where your trailer was at, the back door open, we can see the staging lanes and all that. The 580 class, we can see the group of cars. It's a pretty big class.
Deep, runs real deep. Man,
Chris Padgett was in that. Tony was in there. Chris Padgett. There's a handful of street cars, local stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a good fit.
It is. Let's bring in Alan.
Yeah, Wendy says it's a big class. Mr. Allen, all right. Let's make a spot for him. Here's Mr. Alan Watts.
What's up, guys?
Hey,
How's it
Alan.
going, Alan?
Howdy.
How's it going?
It's going good. We were talking to Matt last week, and he had a nickname. I think it was the Terrorist or something. And I'm being serious here. Do they got a nickname for you yet? Holy cow.
Hey, I got a different nickname for Matt.
Okay.
The redhead that will beat you like a stepchild.
I love it.
I found that out firsthand.
There you go.
Front row seat, right?
Yeah. That is awesome. That is awesome. Man, thanks for coming on, Alan. This is going to be great. I've been watching you all year. I know Gary has as well. So we already know you're a killer. This is just great stuff, man. Very cool. Very, yeah.
Then we even got tuned in even closer to you when AJ, AJ's our buddy here in Wichita. We was pitted next to him, and he was coming back after the rounds, winning, and then he had to face you in that final. And we'll get to there, but that was a really fun moment for us, being friends with AJ, and man, he had a great time.
Well, that's that. honestly, probably the only time I've been pumped up when I lost the final round.
That's
I was
awesome.
hooting and hollering in the car when we were
Oh man.
going down in the shutdown area. It was
Yeah.
AJ's awesome. I
He
love
is.
him and Joe Fletcher. They're both awesome guys. I love racing.
Yep.
Man, we'll get to it in a minute. When I saw you give AJ that big bear hug after you lost, I mean, I thought, what a guy, man. That is awesome.
Yeah, and I was thinking that's the last time I seen you was at AJ's pit, congratulating him and giving him a big hug on the win for beating you.
Yeah. Well,
He deserved
Alan,
it.
he did. Alan, I can say I know you before I met you because every week Gary would throw your picture out.
Oh yes.
Week
Right,
after
yeah.
race after race after race. But let's talk about it. Now, have you raced with the Titans before? Or is this your
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't made the full series in the past years, but I've hit here and there a couple.
Yeah. No, very good. So have you raced down in Centerville before?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So where are you out of? Where you parked?
I live in Tahlequah, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Very cool. Very cool. So is that about a 3-hour pull to Centerville? I'm not for sure myself.
3.5.
Okay.
Actually, Centerville is the weekend after I turned 16. That's the first place I ever got to go race Super Pro.
Oh wow.
Very cool. So that
And,
track has a kind of a special place in your heart there. That's
For
awesome.
sure. And the owners as well. Wayne and Patty and Sonny and Eric, they're awesome people. Really awesome people.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. No, that's good. So let's talk about it. You go to Centerville and you're racing a Pro Tree No Box, correct?
Nope. 650 there.
650. Because were
650.
you double dipping? Because I was watching you this year. Did you race the No Box?
The last 2 races I raced no box.
Good catch, Rod.
Okay. I was trying there. I was really watching you guys. I really was. But you raced the 650 index there. Okay. No, it's great.
Yep.
So let's talk about it. How many were in your class? Do you remember?
Oh gosh. I'm really not sure, but I know there were several throttle stoppers down there, and it's always fun racing those guys.
That's funny. That is funny. So you're set up on the instant green as well. What's your feelings on that, the instant green tree?
Man, I like it and I don't at the same time. I have no complaints, honestly. It's a different style. I love the Pro Tree, but it's the same thing. You see a light, you let go of the button.
Oh, right on. Right on. Well, that's what I was getting ready to ask you because I seen you hot lap that thing running Pro Tree No Box and then 650 index. And I think on the Pro Tree No Box, you had like 647 dialed in. And so any differences between them, different classes for you?
Just honestly, the only difference in my setup, or I didn't set it up any differently because I kind of used the No Box for my 650 setup. But the way I stage differently with the instant green than I do the Pro Tree. Okay,
there you go.
In the Pro Tree, I gotta bump in pretty gently to not go red. But in the instant green, get her in there as good as you can without going deep.
Driver there. That's great, man. That's great. No, that's good. So how did you end up on the first event at Centerville? How deep did you end up going?
I runnered up.
Okay.
And honestly, I should have won, but I made a quite a critical mistake in the final round. It's pretty dumb, but live and learn. You make enough passes, you learn the stupid stuff to not do again.
Yeah. I think we all have that in common. No, that's good stuff. Gary, why don't you grab some of these shout outs? It looks like he's got 3 there.
Yeah, I've seen this in here a little bit ago. Sarah Parker says the girls and I are so proud of you and Old Blue, honey.
Sure love
good.
them.
Oh yeah.
Lewis Martin Jr. says Alan runs motorcycle class too. It's got to be
I
a story.
tried. I
Yeah.
tried at Ozark.
Okay. Got to be a backstory there.
Yeah. We might have had a little bit of fun Friday night after the races and got to racing scooters and whatnot, and decided I'd just go ahead and try to enter my little buddy scooter into the motorcycle race the next day.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think it was a little too slow for their liking, so I made
Yeah.
one pass and they cut me off.
It's like, get
You're
out of
done.
here. Yeah, that's funny.
I think it was I was 011 red. I think that's what scared them. They knew I could hit the tree on the little guy.
That's probably true. That's probably
Yes.
true.
Yep.
That's funny. Good stuff. So after Centerville, we're heading to Mid America. How'd that go for you? How far of a pull is that for you?
It's about another 3.5 hour,
Mm-hmm.
real close to it.
Okay. And how'd you end up doing that day?
Got the Happy Gilmore check that day.
Ooh, yeah, heck yeah, nice. You remember some from good races that for you? Do you remember who's in the final and that sort of thing?
That was a stout field. I actually, I think third round, I had Kiefer. I can't remember his full name, but he has a green Camaro.
Okay.
And I think he was 450 something on the tree to my later 450 or 460. He had me by a little bit, but got down there and he took a little too much stripe and broke out. And I don't remember what I ran. I might have broke out too, but wasn't as much as he did.
Right. Okay.
And then I do believe I raced AJ Taylor in the semifinals.
There you
Cool.
go.
That was I had him by a little bit on the tree and might have pedaled him a time or two, but it was still a good race.
Yeah.
And then in the final, I had the orange Malibu. I don't remember his name, but he was on all night, and he actually treed me as well. But I think he pedaled her one too many times and gave me the stripe back.
Oh, okay. Sure. Take back
So
then.
kind of
Man, I might.
got lucky, but it was a really, really good race no matter what.
Heck yeah. Hey, that's part of it. Getting a little lucky every once in a while.
Man,
Too
I'd
many.
rather be lucky than good.
That's what they say. That's good stuff. Man, I don't want to speak out of turn. I thought that might be Toby Chafin, but I might be wrong on that Malibu. I know he's kind of in that lean.
No, it's not Toby.
Go ahead, Toby. Okay. What you said instant green. I hear you saying 400 numbers and stuff. What would you consider to be a good light on an instant green?
Man, I've been in the high threes a handful of times, and that's not guessing.
Right.
But
No.
honestly, if anything 450 sub is not bad.
Right.
And even anything below 500 is not bad. It just depends on how you stage, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Where does the numbers go when you know somebody's guessing? Is it a 2 something? Under 3?
I'd say 350 down.
Right.
Because I try to stage deep and nail the tree really hard, and I think I've been high 360s, and I would say 340, 330 would be definitely real close to guessing, if not.
Right.
No.
But that's my opinion too.
Sure.
No, that's good. Yeah, we're just trying to learn. This is great. So let's break down Old Blue for a second. How long have you had it, and what do you got in it?
Oh my, it's kind of my hero for a car, to be honest with you. We've had it. My dad bought that car out of a field when I was 1 year old. He
Wow,
gave
that's
a
awesome.
whopping $100 bill for it.
Oh man.
But it's been a back half ladder bar race car since 1992.
Okay.
So she's put in some work over the years, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
What's the
Is it,
power plant?
Yeah.
It's got a 959 Musi motor.
Holy cow!
I don't
Whoa.
spray it though. No,
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Oh,
You had me there. Whoa.
It's got a 565 cubic inch big block Chevy.
Okay.
Okey-dokey.
Yeah.
Woo!
That was awesome. Oh my goodness. Like, holy cow.
Woo,
No,
man!
Oh man, I bet you got thousands of laps on this car.
I've been driving it for a while, not as much as I'd like. There was several years where I didn't race at all or hardly at all, but between me and Dad, it's been down track a lot.
Right on. Right on, right on. What would you consider your local track?
Tulsa's the closest.
Mm-hmm.
There might be a little bit of hard feelings there, but just Tulsa's by far the closest. They don't have a lot of bracket races, and
Mm-hmm.
they definitely don't have a lot of index races. And yeah, I'll just leave it at that there. But man, all the other tracks, I love all the other owners at all the other tracks that I race at.
Okay.
I want to make a point to say that because they've all treated us good.
Mm-hmm. No, that's great. So did you make the June Mocan event? I know there was a chance of rain, and did you tow down there?
Almost. I was about maybe not even 30 minutes out, and Dad called me and said, "You might as well turn around and go home."
Okay.
Oh man!
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. You're the one of the lucky ones there. Then you didn't have to worry about getting stuck in the mud.
Hey, nah, I ruined a pair of shoes loading the car up in the rain that morning, though.
Yep. There you go. There you go. That's funny.
Yeah.
Very funny.
The whole
So
time I was thinking, why am I doing this? And I should have stuck to my gut feeling, but I wasn't gonna miss the race if y'all had it. I know that.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. So
Missing-
midweek. Sorry, Gary.
Yeah, I was just saying, just miss some points if it would have
Yeah.
got to race, but it didn't happen.
Nope.
So where were you when you found out Thunder Valley said no go?
I'm not sure, but I know I was disappointed because I like that track.
Yeah, same. Yeah, no. And then you got the news a couple days later that we're heading back to Mid America, right?
Didn't have I was happy for that.
Yeah.
And y'all jumped on that. Y'all didn't mess around and got another spot to race. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I was happy to hear that one too. That's our home track. That's our closest pool.
Yeah.
You know. But
Yep.
So how were things going for you that day before the little tree malfunction? Did you get some laps in?
Well, I got some laps in, and we did get to run first round. And I think Dell might have told on me a little earlier, if you guys remember that.
Yeah.
I feel I got guessed on, and I acted a little inappropriate. I didn't represent myself the way I wanted to. I'll put it that way.
Sure. No, I understand. I
But
understand as well.
I apologized to him, and he's definitely part of my racing family now. So
There you go.
I'm happy to say that we're good friends now.
Well, there you go. No, and I like how Dale put it too. That means they're showing you respect, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, Dell and those guys are all awesome. The triple D's plus Case.
Yeah.
Larry Hunt has a comment. He says, Alan and Gary are a super great team. So thankful they call this series home. They are a big part of it.
You bet.
Yes. I plan on sticking around, fellas.
Nice. Nice.
Yep.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah. Heck yeah. So I guess we're heading to Tulsa now, right? In September. Heading over to Tulsa. How'd you do?
I did all right. I won 650 and no box.
That's what I
Oh,
thought. That's what I thought. Sitting there bagging a little bit. Oh, I did okay. What a few
Did
rounds.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not too shabby.
I was up there watching you because we were there and I saw them, you know, how Dale was talking earlier when they were pointing to see who goes up, and I saw you hot lapping that thing, man. You did fantastic.
Old Blue put in some work that night.
Yes, sir. That is awesome, man. Gary, it's hard enough winning one race at an event. Can you imagine winning two races at an event? I mean,
At
it's
the
just
same
incredible.
night. Golly.
Yes. I guess when it's your night, it's your night.
That's right.
When you're hot, you're hot. When you're good, you're good.
That's
Man.
it.
Actually,
And
that was the second day this year that I won two classes in one night.
Dang.
At the hot summer nights, I won 650 and Super Pro.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Dude, that's
It's
awesome.
been a good year.
It has. So let's break that down for a second. 650 and Super Pro. Are you doing any station differences? Anything going there on that?
Just pretty much exactly like Pro Tree, no box, except for I've got delay in the box instead of just letting go on the Pro Tree.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because are you letting go on that first bulb and then it delays it down and then takes
Yeah.
off? Okay, yeah.
Hmm.
That's good stuff.
Which that's what I grew up doing, but I've done not a lot of it recently.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. Very cool.
Good.
So I kind of remember like going when we were reviewing the points and we were going into Ozark, Gary, didn't he have quite the gap, or am I thinking of somebody else there? Was it?
I don't remember what it was. I know Matt had a giant gap
Mhm.
in the no box class. I
Mhm.
don't remember how the 650 stuff looked. I should have
Yeah.
kept some with it loaded up so we could see them.
That's all right. I'm sure Alan knows.
I had it wrapped up before we went to Ozark.
Bam. That's what he just
Yeah.
said. He said, "What's my name?" That's what he just said. Old Blue's got the check. That's what I'm talking about.
Just had to
That's
go get it.
Yeah,
Right?
that's awesome. Very cool. So you like going to Ozark, I'm assuming?
I love Ozark.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Well, talk about the event for us.
Well, man, I work a lot, so a lot of the times I don't get to come on Friday night, but I made sure I got to be there all weekend for Ozark, and got there Friday, made a couple passes. I'm pretty sure I got Old Blue to hit 650 right on the dot.
Mhm.
Was happy with that. Made a couple passes that Friday night, and then got to the fun part, the hanging out and chit chatting.
Yes.
Might have had a few beverages.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get some waffles and bacon?
Yeah.
Yep.
Waffles and bacon. Case Huddleston might or might not have broke out a flamethrower later that night.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There you go.
And we met a lot of the other racers that I really hadn't got to meet. You know,
Mhm.
I had a lot of fun that Friday night.
Nice. And
then,
I mean, you went all the way to the finals against AJ. We kind of know the story there. Tell me about that race.
Got to the finals with AJ, and man, I knew he was coming for me, which you kind of got to, but he whooped me. He whooped me pretty good.
Mhm.
So, and I ain't got no excuses there. Not like Centerville. I didn't have my steering wheel on crooked there.
Oh, okay. There you go.
But
Yeah.
And then in the no box final, I got what I asked for. I'll tell you that. I got to race Matt, the terrorist,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't bad, but I was not good enough.
Yeah.
He
There you go.
is a bad boy.
Yes.
He didn't leave no meat on the bone for me at all.
Man.
Well said.
How did AJ get you? How'd the tree go and how did the stripe go?
He treated me pretty good, and I was a couple numbers closer than he was,
Mm-hmm.
but
Man.
couldn't
Yeah.
get there.
Yeah.
Man.
I think AJ said it was 0.018, if I remember right. He was just
That
excited.
sounds right.
Yeah. Nice.
That was
Very
fun
cool.
watching.
Oh, it was. And like I said, we had a front row seat to that race and then the after race at the pit. And it was just cool to see all that interaction.
It was fun dragging him out of his car after he beat me. It really was.
Yeah.
He
Well,
loved every minute of it.
I
did
talked
too.
about this the last time we were on the show, but a quick story. When I saw, we're next to AJ, so you were one down, we were on the other side. And so I didn't know you, but I knew Old Blue, and I just saw you going rounds, and Gary always putting your picture up. And when I saw AJ was posting that he made it to the semis and he made it to the finals, and I heard him call 650 up, and AJ pulled out to go, by us, and then you came right behind him. I thought, I go, uh-oh. Just like that, because
AJ's got his hands full.
AJ's got his hands full right here, and he drew a killer. And so, so we walked up there to the fence and saw that race. It was a great race.
Yep.
Very cool.
Joey Mack says, "Alan's my hero. Proud of you, bub." And you got a little heart, hand heart.
Nice.
That guy's my hero.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Man, I went to Centerville last weekend, and you want to talk about some tough racing. Holy smokes.
Mm-hmm.
Third round, I was 24 on the tree to the other guy's perfect.
Ooh.
It was a 640 index. Old Blue carried me through 640 with a 0 to the other guy's 645.
Oh my god!
He wasn't even close. What was he doing over there?
Then we get down to 5 cars, and I get a 67 Camaro. He's 14 or 16, I can't remember, to my 30.
Mm-hmm.
He goes 638.93. I went 638.99.
Oh wow!
610 thou.
Wow.
So get down to 3 cars. He's, I think, 12 to my 16 or 14.
Mm-hmm.
Really close. He goes 639.1. I go 639.5. 4 thou.
Man.
And then the final, I ended up winning the final. It wasn't quite that tight. But,
Yeah.
man, that just goes to show you how tough this stuff really is.
Wow.
Right.
Whew.
Wow. That's great. So I don't know if you watch the show, but we're going to give you the opportunity right now just to thank anybody that kind of helped you this year. Any sponsors or family or friends you want to give them a shout out?
Man, I got to thank my wife and kids, my mom, and my superhero dad. I couldn't do it without him. Absolutely.
That's great. Good.
Good.
And wait, no, there's more.
Yep.
I got to thank Al. Thank you, Al. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Melissa. And thank you, Paul. Thank all you guys. I appreciate everything you do.
Mm-hmm. Well
Thank
said. Yeah, well said. Great job.
Melissa says, San Pedro says, "Hi, Alan. He's about to go into the finals at CDRA."
Hell yeah. That's awesome,
Man.
buddy.
That's cool.
Yes, very
I
cool.
hope he wins.
Man.
I hope so too. We've been following that today. That's awesome. Alan, do you plan on going to the banquet?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we will see you there. That's going to be a great night.
I cannot wait.
All right, all right.
Did
Any final
did you thank,
thoughts?
did you finish thanking everybody that you did you okay? I don't know if you got cut off with that comment. Okay.
Thank
Very
you
good.
guys.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
we enjoyed it, man. Thank you. I just enjoyed watching you all year. You're a great racer. I'm a fan. You do a really great job.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll see you at the banquet.
Cool.
Take care.
See you guys then. Have a
Thanks
good
for your
night.
time, Alan. We'll see you at the
Thank you.
banquet. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. That is awesome. What a great family there, right?
Yeah, no kidding. That just man, the numbers and the tightness and the tough competition. Jeez, it'd drive you crazy, wouldn't it?
I tried bracket racing once, like in, I don't know, in 95 or something out of Wichita. Got beat first round every time, and I went on to the heads up deal after that. It's just there's a lot that goes into it,
I tried it too and I sucked. I'm not real great at this heads up stuff either. My buddy Tim Alt from Amarillo, we'd go racing at Great Bend and Wichita and stuff, and he would do real good. And
Sure.
but, I just didn't like just trying to go fast, and then you're too fast, you got to slow down.
Sure.
Man, wasn't a fan of that.
Racing the stripe and giving them giving them the stripe or throwing taters or just whatever. But yeah.
Yep,
Well, do we still have Mr. Austin Martin? Is he still in the box?
we do. He's sitting there waiting patiently.
Mr. Little Titans.
Mr. Little Titans, let's drag him in. Austin Martin, what's up, Austin?
How's it going?
Hey, Austin. Thanks for waiting.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, we've been hanging out all year, man. It's been
Boom.
great.
Champ.
Look at that. Champ. Yeah. And, this is funny because we'll actually ask him this question, Gary, because we were actually talking about his combo today, right? Remember that?
Yes.
And so we'll have to ask him
We
that.
talk about it often, I think.
We do. This thing's a little runner. I like this car. And so let's talk about first how long you had King Tut.
We first built it in 2015. Me and my brother took it on Rocky Mountain Race Week, the very first one they had.
Oh, there you go.
So
There you go.
it was back then. It was a small block with a little Wien 177 blower.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very good.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Were you there? Where were we at? Gary, Tulsa, right? No, Owasso, when we met the 301 crew right there in the little breakfast area that day. Were you there that morning, Austin?
I don't think I was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, in the Hampton Inn. And
Yeah.
that was that last year.
Right.
I think it was last year.
I
Yeah.
remember
I
meeting.
might have been there then.
I don't think Austin was there. No.
Maybe not.
Just kind of had a little.
Your mom and dad, Mike Sleeper, and one other guy.
Yeah, with the Orange Nova.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our buddy Joel.
Right on. All right on. So Little Titans, man. What do you think about the little chip draw Little Titans? What do you think?
It's fun. It's I like that it's a little different than just the straight up 530 deal because
Yeah.
I mean everybody runs the 530 deal and eventually it's going to turn into an index class, or it is turning into an index class.
Yeah.
Everybody get dialed in on it.
Yeah. No, I agree. I like the rolling index. So here's a question for you before we get started. You know how like Ozark, they pull the chip, they leave the chip. They don't put the chip back in. What do you think? Do you think Titans should do that next year?
I mean, obviously it'd be up to Al and Larry, but I think it'd be cool to, for sure, be able to run a different number each event. I think that would be just something a little different. That way you're not drawing the same number.
Yeah, agree. You know, it's funny too, with me drawing where they have the blank chip. I kind of go up there thinking like, what am I going to say? You know, if it is the blank chip, you know, and do I want to go way deep or do I want to be at the, at the top or in the middle? But anyway, yeah. Sorry, Gary, what were you going to say?
Of the 4 races and chip draws there was, didn't you get the same number twice? Wasn't an 18 pulled twice?
Yeah, it was pulled at Tulsa and Ozark both.
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
Get him out.
Get him out. Well, and there's a guy who runs around named Goose, calls me Sticky Fingers. And so he's saying whatever Dr. Dave's running is what I'm going to pull. So
That's right.
Cool
Goose
stuff.
got the sticky fingers for your hat.
Oh, he does, right? Come on now.
Sticky fingers for everything.
Yeah, Gary's chair. Come on. Yeah,
They're right there.
yeah. That's it. That's it. That's funny.
Man.
So is this your first year racing Titans points and all that, or have you raced Titans before?
It's my second year running the full series.
Okay.
We ran it 2 years ago. I ran the 580 index deal.
Okay.
I run
Cool.
it up in points.
Very good. Very good.
Nice.
Before we get into Centerville, I know there's a certain person listening right now. So tell us your combination, like, LS, kind of break it down.
It's just a 388 LS aftermarket block, Brodix heads. Everything in it's off the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
It's a single. Right now, it's got a single 94 106. It's a comp turbo, one of the oilless turbos.
Yes.
And Bensway Street Drive it, we water cooled it, so it actually circulates water through it. Just
Cool.
help keep the turbo cool.
That's cool.
Oh,
Keep it
cool.
up.
Very cool. And 400 training, I'm assuming?
It's Powerglide 180.
Powerglide, okay. 180? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Very cool. Nice little setup. Everything you can get out of Summit, it sounds like, And
Pretty simple combo. Go low fives.
I know.
What's the car weigh? What's your car weigh?
With me in it right now, it's 3,300.
33. Okay. 9-inch.
Yep. Yeah, it's got a fabricated trick chassis 9-inch.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're running Wes's shocks on it.
Oh, yeah.
Bapcos.
Cool.
Anything you say, Wes, and anything after is a good idea.
It's good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So what's the fastest you've been in that all out?
I've been 504 in it so far.
Okay, very cool. Of course, you got Joey helping you, right? He tunes on it.
Yep. Yeah, Joey helps us quite a bit. And Wes helps us, with the suspension of it. And honestly, any question we got, for the track, Wes is there. And, he's more than happy to help you answer anything. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
Very.
We
For sure.
discovered that also.
Yeah.
Where and how or what was the scenario that it came with the name King Tut?
I honestly could not tell you. I do not remember where.
Was that already on the car when you got it?
No. Originally, the guy I got the car from, it was purple, had a yellow roll cage in it, and it said "Junkyard Dog" on the side of it. And it had a Smurf on it.
DOG or DAWG?
DOG is before the DAWG case.
Junkyard Dog.
Yep. Then it was flat black for a while. Then I painted it blue. So.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, it runs, man. It runs well. You and your dad do a great job with that thing.
Yeah, it's a
So,
perfect fit and combo for the chip draw.
right.
Man,
Exactly. And there's so much to do. You could go every weekend with that range and do something.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean,
There is-
we was pretty much from March until pretty much next weekend. I mean, you're 2 or 3 weekends. I mean, we was racing at least a month.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, it started out, man. You're heading to Centerville. Is this the first time you've been to Centerville? Have you been there before?
We've been there. We went down once to watch Ray, but then we went back again for the Titans race. So
Okay.
a couple years.
Hold on. We got a timeout. Bring it in. Yeah, bring it in, Gary.
okay. Yeah, your dad says I named it because it sounded badass.
Man. Love it. Love it. Love it. So how far of a pull is Centerville for you?
By the time we stop and everything, it's anywhere 6 to 7 hours. It's pretty
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
It sounds like our poll.
For us. Of course, we didn't have no luxury motorhome, but it
No.
was still a good pull for us there. So
Yeah.
how'd you end up doing that? We ended up pulling, help me out. Was that the 18? I don't remember.
26.
26. Okay. Because that was the first time we did that. We pulled the bucket and all that stuff. So that was awesome. We actually did that in the Waffle House, didn't we, Gary, that night?
Yes.
Yes.
Right there.
There it is.
Yep.
Pulled the 26.
Russellville.
Russellville. Heck yeah. What so how did that go for you? How'd that event go?
It ended up pretty well. We went into Friday night, and honestly, we hadn't really got after the card too much yet. So I honestly didn't know what class we was going to run going into it.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up, I think, Friday night. I tried to slow it down at first, to run try to run the 580 deal.
Okay, sure.
But then I was like, man, I just couldn't slow it down enough. It went like a 70. So I threw some power at it, and it went mid 30s, and I chipped away, and I got it to run a 518.
Okay.
So like, well, we'll just see where the chip falls and roll from there. And then you pulled I don't have no cell phone service down there, but you pulled the 26 chip. I was like, man, we got a pretty good shot at that. And so we went up, and honestly, Friday night, the track was pretty tricky for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I kind of seen. I mean, I pulled in the burnout box right behind Rodney, and I watched him spin 2 or 3 times. And I'm like, and I turned my car up on one of them. I'm like, man, there ain't no way this is going down right down Broadway. And
there you go.
We rolled into Saturday, and we were still about one of the only cars in our class that could make it down the track all the way. So we was pretty, not going to say too confident, but
yeah,
we thought we could make it down the track, and ended up, I think in the finals, the guy that got second points, Michael Yielding with the white dart, he broke out. I think he went at 25 something to my 26 or 27.
Yes.
So.
No, he's a good racer too. We saw him in Ozark, but very cool. Very cool. So here's you with the big check.
Yep.
Who's all there?
So that's my dad, Lewis Martin, myself, my girlfriend Trinity, and my mom Wendy.
Nice. Part-time racer, part-time waffle bacon maker. The whole team right there, the Martin family. That's great.
Waffle batch mixer upper, bacon cookers.
Exactly. Very cool. So at this point, when you won this going in, you're thinking, okay, I'm just going to run this little Titans thing, run it out this year.
Yeah, I mean, we were planning on running the series, but like I said, we weren't sure what class. So, I mean, once I kind of committed to that class at that race, I was committed to it for the year.
Okay. Yeah.
Obviously for the 3 show points, and at the end of the event, I mean, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah. We found out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. No, that's good.
What was your dad running 580, or was he running Little Titans also?
He was running 580.
580, right.
No, that's good. Very good. So now, how far of a pull is it to Mid-America?
I think it was like 5.5 or 6 hours. It was out there pretty good for us. They're like straight across from us, but there's just not a good way to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kind of one of them.
Yeah, we kind of found that out. Yeah.
Very
cool. And then, so how did your event there? That's a great picture there. Yeah, from Melissa there.
So you drew the 514 chip there, which we'd been at that time we'd actually been a 517. We went at Ozark the week after Centerville, which actually at Centerville we found out I lifted a head. So we kind of had to repair that real quick.
Okay.
Wasn't too bad.
Sure.
So we got that fixed up. Then
Was that with the pictures you sent of the head gasket and stuff?
Yep. Yeah, the head gasket.
Well, and also there you go. Look at that.
So yeah,
is this the same race that Gary fixed that weld, right? I'm just trying to remember back throughout the year, right? Gary, do you do a little on that?
Back in, is that this year? I guess it was.
Yeah.
It went so fast, man. Yeah.
Because I remember that, and then I remember this is our first live Friday night party too, right? That you guys stepped on.
Yep.
think I took that home Friday night and brought it back
Mhm.
down to you on Saturday. That sound right?
Yep.
So yeah.
Very cool. Oh yeah,
Yep.
there's the head.
Yeah, we got
Very
the head gasket replaced. Made the pull out to Mid America. I think I won. Yeah, I won first round, and second round. John Ketch beat me.
Great
Honestly,
race.
it was
Yep.
just on the tree, and he was in just a little bit deeper than I was. I mean, he's flickering the top bulb, and I think he went like 00 light on me, and
Woo!
so it's hard to make that up, out the back, and
No.
so yeah, that's pretty well the end of that race for us.
Okay. No, that's good. That's good. Did you make it out to Mocan, or did the rain scare you off, or?
No, we made it to Mocan. We was one of the few that was pulling in at that time that didn't get stuck.
Yeah.
So we was pretty fortunate for that.
Yeah, definitely. No, I remember that as well now as well. And you made some hits Friday night, right?
Yep. Yeah, we made some pretty decent. We'd been the car was kind of maxed out at that time around 518.
Mm-hmm.
So we ran a couple of them.
What are we doing there?
That was in the wrong spot.
Okay, sorry, Gary. Sorry.
That was too far ahead. I labeled it Ozark, and never mind.
No worries. So
No.
Friday night, you went a couple 18s. Is that what you said?
Yep. And then we did the waffle and bacon cook, and
Yes.
you drew the 525 chip,
Mm-hmm.
which honestly I was pretty. I think I'd win a 26, so I had a tune up to go 26. So I mean we was going to be right there, and then we got rained out the next day.
Right. Yeah, the chips are falling in your favor. I mean, not in your favor, but you had your setup how they were drew, and
Yep.
you put your tune up in. So that's good stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
So, you let Goose know that, next time.
He'll start thinking you're drawing for him and not Dave.
I know. That's funny. That is funny. So, so then where were you when you heard about Thunder Valley stepping back?
I don't remember where we were. We might have been up at Flying H. We did a 5:30 race up there. But yeah, we heard that, and I'd got on Ozark, Mocan's, and Mid America's schedules. And I was looking. I'm like, man, Mid America's wide open. I bet you we go there. And sure enough, we're going back. And
Sure enough. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Where were you, Rodney, when you heard?
I was in Dusseldorf, Germany.
Man,
Yeah. Yeah. That was crazy. You were my lifeline there, Gary. I was just like,
oh man,
going on?
I couldn't believe it either. I was like, oh, is this real, man?
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, then we was at Hot Summer Nights. You guys were there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Jake Mason and his family, they did the big crab boil, and
Oh, yes.
we did some burgers and hot dogs, and
Yes.
I entered the 550 class, and I won first round. Second round, I lost, but we'd actually dropped a valve there. We had a valve pull through the locks.
Dang.
So kind of probably fortunate, that kind of
Is
all
that
that
this?
happened. Yep.
Oh,
So luckily it wasn't too bad, and we turned around and going right back out to Mid America the next weekend.
Yes.
So I work at a tool and die shop up in our local town here, and we work 4 10-hour shifts, and then on the side I mow grass and stuff. So it's been a pretty busy year for that. So I didn't even get to look at it until I think like Tuesday. And then so I tore it apart Wednesday, Thursday, pretty much Wednesday. I was overnighting, locks and retainers and a valve and valve guide, and I mean we was overnighting everything. And then I think it come down to it, I figured There's a place right up in Kansas City that we always get a lot of parts through. It's called Motorville. Star
Yep.
Performance, same building.
Yeah.
And I just knew that they would have head gaskets, and called up there. They didn't have one head gasket.
Jeez.
Well, Ben's that one pulled through the locks. I didn't want, drop a valve on the other side of it. Let's just put a whole new set of locks and retainers on it.
Right.
So my brother, he actually went down to the place where that Henlands Diesel, they do all the Wes's machine work.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they had some head gaskets out there on the shelf. So my brother picked them up. And I think Thursday I went up, I mowed our engine guy, Carlos Astor. I mow his yard. I help him, he helps me type of deal. And
Yeah.
And I think I left his house it's probably 9:30, I think, when I left his house on Thursday night. Got home and got the head on it, got it fired up. It just didn't, there was something that didn't sound right.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we traced it. Finally, like 4:00 in the morning, we're like, man, let's get a couple hours sleep. We got to head to Kansas here soon.
Oh, wow.
We figured worst case scenario, I was going to use my dad's car to break the beams and at least get, my show up point. And
Right.
if we was lucky, maybe we'd get a round win or whatever. And so we got out there Friday morning, or I did it about 7:00, and I'm out there messing with it. I was like, man, it kind of sounded like a vacuum leak. So I was looking around, couldn't find nothing. My dad come out, and we had one, it's got adjustable roller tip rockers on it. But one of the adjustments on it was a little bit different. It's a hydraulic roller motor.
Okay.
And he's like, man, zero lash that one, that's weird. I zero lashed it, and that chirping noise went away. It sounded like a lifter chirps, what it sounded like. And what had happened, that lifter collapsed, so it wouldn't pump back up.
Oh.
So it's actually still like that currently. It needs a lifter put in it, but we got that.
You can get that later.
Yeah.
So we did that, loaded up, and hit the road for Kansas. And we got there a little later than we wanted to, but still in time. And we did some testing that Friday. And like I said, I think we went, some mid-20s and high teens. We did the bacon and waffle deal Friday night, and then Rodney drew the 503 chip.
That was the deepest one, wasn't it?
Yep.
Of the year? Yeah.
And
Man.
that was going to be a tough one for me at that time. I mean, we'd been 517. We needed a tenth and a half pretty much. And so the issue we was running into was we was running out of fuel pressure, maxing injectors out, kind of all together.
Okay.
So I turned we run an alternator. I adjusted the voltage up on the alternator some and turned the fuel pressure up like 15 pounds, bumped it up to 80 pounds base. And so we was able to stretch the injectors a little bit, but we actually never got to make a pass for the heads up style cars, never got to make a pass.
Right.
Due to the tree malfunction.
Yep.
And I think it was, wee hours of the morning, about 3 a.m, we was down there at Jake Mason's pit, and Mr. Harper come by, and he's like, hey, if anybody wants to stay, free open testing tomorrow. We got up, man, it had been pouring rain. He come by, he's like, give me an hour, I'll have it drying. Sure enough, he had it drying. Sunday we tested all the way up, I think, till 2 p.m. or something like that. And,
Awesome.
Got home at 8, 9 o'clock, whatever it was. And
Heck
A Trinity says lots of single night dinners when he was practically living in the shop to get the car ready to go.
Oh, man. It's awesome.
yeah, between that and mowing and working,
Yeah.
wasn't much time to take a break, that's for sure.
No
Man.
kidding. No kidding. Now, hats off to Harper, too, because, to let you test the next day. And you guys were already there. I knew 4 or 5 cars end up doing that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So now, make sure I get this right. We heading to Tulsa, right, in September?
Yep. Yep. So we headed down to Tulsa, and we left our house. We was about probably an hour from the house. We stopped and got fuel and met up with our buddy Mike Sleeper.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we're cruising down the road. This dump truck pulls out in front of me. I'm in the motorhome pulling the end close. And it's either hit the back of the dump truck or take my chance at the ditch. And so I kind of swung it off in the ditch, close as I could, but staying on the road. And, luckily we kept the motorhome and the trailer upright. Went over 2 culverts. Finally got stopped. And,
Woo.
of course, the dump truck driver, he claimed he never seen us. we was beside him in the ditch, making all kinds of ruckus. I don't know how he didn't, but
Right.
the cops ended up, they found him, and truck was missing lights and stuff. So I don't know if it's just one of them deals where he didn't have insurance or
Right.
what the case was going to be. And so we kind of limped it up to like a bigger driveway spot and put some Gorilla tape on it and finished up our business with the highway patrol there. And the highway patrol guys goes, "So where y'all headed?" And I go, "Oh, we're headed to Tulsa." He goes, "You gonna keep driving this?" I said, "Ain't got no choice now." So we hit the road and headed towards Tulsa, and it was one of them deals too. We got there a little later than we wanted, but
Sure.
we still showed up. And, luckily,
Trinity says our blue healer was flying, and you have a dog flying through the RV.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the front of the motorhome was off the ground on the first culvert we hit.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I killed a lot of mile an hour before we hit the ditch, but I think we were still doing probably 30 or 40
Sure.
when we hit that culvert. And I mean, there's pretty deep culverts,
Oh, and just all that weight, This
Oh,
is-
yeah.
Man, y'all got lucky.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all got lucky. Glad nothing bad happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And trailer wise, the only thing, and I just put brand new tires on the trailer the day before, locked them up. And, trailer wise, the only thing that happened to our golf cart, the little push bar mount poked through the cabinet door, and that was it.
Okay, not too bad.
Take that. Yeah.
It doesn't.
The trailer tires, they good? They survive?
Yep. Yeah, that was good. So, yeah, from where I went in the ditch to where he pulled out in front of me, I think it was like 75 feet or something. I mean, it wasn't far. And our buddy Mike Sleeper, he's probably maybe a quarter mile in front of me, and that guy pulled out right in between us and claims he never seen either one of us. So,
Wow.
Huh. Two giant RVs, and
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
With enclosed trailers,
it makes sense that you don't see if you don't look.
Yeah.
I mean, totally.
When I had my eyes closed, I didn't see anything.
it's one of them deals. I mean, that's a lot of weight that you're pulling, and we just got done climbing a hill, so it wasn't like we was doing. I mean, the speed limit on that road was 65. I mean, we was probably doing 55 or 60.
Right.
And
Yeah.
there just wasn't enough real estate to get stopped, and luckily it all worked out, best it could, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. Well, good. So we're rolling into Tulsa.
yep, we get to Tulsa and get all unloaded, and our buddy Fred, he's from Texas. He come up to watch us, and he took me down to a little speed shop there, and we got some nitromethane.
Oh,
And we tried that out Friday night for a little bit, and you can tell it makes big flames. And we picked up a few numbers with it. I don't think we ended up with as much in the tank as we thought by the time it mixed with the fuel lines and everything. Because we still run a rear fuel cell in the car, so we got 30 foot of fuel line in the car.
Sure.
So we did the waffle and bacon deal, and the 518 chip was strong.
Yep.
And so I was like, well, we'll save the nitromethane in case we need it later in the year, whatever. that stuff ain't cheap, And
Right.
so we got it out of the car and put a tune up in the car. We got it to go me and Mike both said if we can both break out, we'll both set our personal best. And we both broke out in our second test or time trial. We both set our personal best. Then we drew each other first round. We ran the same exact time. And the same seconds, and we drew each other again and did it the same. I went a 5:17 to his 5:18. Or I went 5:16 to his 5:17, I think is what it was.
Yeah.
So we both broke out, but I broke out worse, so I lost. So yeah, I think I made it down to the semifinals or something there. But our buddy Mike, he went on to win that race.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. That was his first kind of event win, especially after getting the EFI and stuff all on his car. And so that was pretty cool, to be there for that.
Yeah. Super nice car.
Cool. Yep.
Very cool. Gary, before we go on to Ozark, why don't you grab some of those comments, like 4 or 5?
Yeah. Wendy, I'm talking about your RV adventure. She said that was not a phone call she wanted to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your dad says whether it's my car or his, when Austin is driving, we always have a chance. Very proud of him.
Nice.
Trinity says the funniest part of the wreck was when Austin busted through the door, tried to get the door open to check the car. Not me, not the dogs, the RV. No, he made sure his car was ready to race.
Yeah, we're going to make it to Tulsa.
Oh, that's funny.
Doug Perry says, congrats, Austin. I met you and your family at US 36 earlier this year. Great people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brian Snyder says, proud of you, Austin. You a bad man.
Well, Brian, we like racing with Brian. They're a good time.
Yeah. Oh, baby face.
Yep.
Very cool. Very cool. So going into Ozark, I remember the points. You had a good lead, if I remember right, going in.
Yeah,
Ozark.
I think I was up 2 or 3. I think I was up 3 points. Which I seen David had some trouble with the Chevelle at Tulsa.
Yeah.
It's kind of unfortunate, he didn't make it. Me and Dave kind of got talking. We, become buddies or whatever. And
yeah,
super nice guy.
Yeah.
Then there's another guy. His name was Earl Free. He's from kind of Centerville area down there. And I talked to him at Mocan as well. He's like, man, I don't know if I'll make the pull up there or not. And he ended up not coming. So.
Is that the Black Chevy 2?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that's an all motor deal. And
yeah.
He's like, man, anything faster than about 528, I can't run it. And
It's tapped out.
yeah.
Yeah.
He needs an override button.
He does. I was thinking that, Gary. That's so funny.
Override.
So yeah, kind of going up for first round. I kind of knew I had the deal sealed more or less. So it wasn't quite as exciting as Rodney's championship win or Devin's, where it come down to the final race.
Uh-huh.
But it was still a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We kind of struggled with the car a little bit at Ozark. Ever since we turned the battery voltage up, we'd kind of been struggling with the car, and we wasn't really sure why. It spools slower, and one pass the car would go out there and knock off a 5.0, and the next pass it might go out there and go 520 on the same tune-up. So we kind of chased that around a little bit, and I think we finally figured it out right after the Titans race. The only thing we changed was we turned the battery voltage up. Well, I think it started backfeeding through the block and freaking the coils out. Because we could take the coils off a battery and put them on a different battery, and everything was normal. So we took and ran aground from the block straight back to the battery, and it seemed to fix everything. So,
Okay. Good.
Wow.
Good. Well, great. So, like you said, you kind of had it wrapped up going in, but did you end up going a few rounds on this one or anything that day?
I won first round. I think I went out second round. I just got on the brakes too much.
Okay.
Because, it was one of them deals. The the car would go out there and they'd run a 20, then it might turn around and run a 5.0, you know. And I was out ahead by quite a bit, and that guy, I hadn't really, was working on the car, so I didn't. Usually, I kind of look at the guy's time slip at Ozark, you know, because you can go back in the app.
Oh,
I
really?
can kind of see what kind of mile an hour they got, so I know, you know, where we're at on the big end. And I never did it, but you know, he'd have 5 mile an hour on everybody in the class. And I'm like, man, I kind of wish I'd have seen that because, you know, that car's going to charge hard on the big end.
Right.
So,
No, very cool.
but yeah, I was chasing that, and that picture there was, we had 2 stuck fuel injectors.
Ooh.
So we was kind of fighting that too. And, you know, that could have been some of the backfeeding as well. I'm not 100% for sure. Maybe they weren't stuck. Maybe it was just something electrical freaking out. But we definitely had 2 dead cylinders, you know, and it could have been the coils just not firing as well. So, but yeah, it was definitely, you know, it was a fun year. We had a lot of fun, and our local car club, we had our shootout down there at Mocan, and
Right.
I double entered classes down there. I entered Mean Street. We kind of had a floating index deal, you know, 5.0 to 5.30. And
Okay.
I lost in it first round. I went out and kind of started shaking the tire. And then I entered small tire as well, and I actually won small tire.
Great.
Cool.
So it was fun. The finals, I mean, the finals for the small tire, I went 5.07 to the other guy's 5.10. So I mean, it was a good race.
Woo.
Heck yeah. Awesome. We appreciate you and your family too, with all the, you know, stepping up and doing the waffle and the bacon stuff on Friday nights, man. I look forward just of that as well. You guys just did a great job with that.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you know, we tried to raise a little bit of money for the junior dragsters, try to draw some more of them in, and you know, try to get more kids interested. You know, it was fun. I mean, you met a lot of people you probably wouldn't have met, you know, unless
Yeah.
you know,
That's right.
Yeah. Food brings people together.
Yes, it does.
especially bacon.
Melissa Morrow says it was so incredibly amazing getting to know all of you. And your dad says he won a shootout at Ozark with my car as well.
Oh,
Yep. Yeah, I won Street Machines.
Street Machines, right?
Right.
Man, yeah, you had a real good year.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Street
At Street Machines, I made it down to 3 cars in my class, and I won in his car. So
Okay.
Cool.
Is that
car to car. And do what?
That was the 580, I'm assuming.
550.
550. Okay.
Yep.
Very cool. Is this your first points championship?
Yep, sure is.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Well, cool. Well, you watched the show. Now it's your turn. Give your shout outs, family, friends, sponsors.
You know, I'd like to give a thanks to my girlfriend. You know, she holds the house down. You know, I'm working on the car, just out working, you know, getting the RV ready so we can leave. My parents, you know, we use my dad's shop and all his help, and, you know, from the track to the shop, ideas, you know, whatever it may be. Our buddy Carlos Astor with Carlos Astor Machine. He does all of our motor work. You know, he kind of squeezes me in every now and then, you know, on some tight time stuff. And Grant Carson, which I believe is the guy that bought Larry Hunt's old car.
Okay.
He does all of our transmission work. He's with Speedy's Automotive. Justin Heckman with Barron Racing. We get a lot of parts from them guys. Joseph Thomas with Garage Built. We get a lot of parts from them. You know, we try to split it 50-50, you know, both buddies.
Yeah.
And Joey Heichel, you know, he helps us with all the tuning and, you know, questions, whatever we may have. Wes at Show Me Speed, you know, shock, suspension, any questions you might have. You know, Wes, he's a really good guy.
Yep.
Our buddy Mike Sleeper, he manages a tire shop called Warehouse Tire up here where we're at. You know, he helps us trailer tires or, you know, truck tires, whatever we might need. throughout the year, Gary Putnam, you helped us out with welding some pipes up.
Sure.
The TNS, crew, they helped us out, a couple times welding some pipes up.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't forget about Rodney. He helped us out with some anti-seize at Ozark.
Right.
Yeah, it's just everybody's, at the track, everybody will help, pretty well everybody. And
Yeah.
it's just really cool to see, just everybody helping one another.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even in the same class. I think at Street Machines, Adam was over there welding on Devin's car as they were calling him to the lanes,
Wow.
Man,
Yeah, that's good stuff.
great community. Man,
Great
it really is.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming we'll see you at the banquet.
Yep. Yeah, we'll be there.
Cool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that's going to be a good time. Looking forward to
Wait,
it.
be fun. Yeah.
I don't think we're having waffles and bacon there, but we'll be there.
You never know.
Goose will probably try to bring a live hog if we can.
That's
bring
right.
Oh, Rodney better bring his trailer.
Yeah, right there in the parking lot.
There you go. There you go. That's
Man.
funny. Great meeting
Fresh
you this
slice.
year. Had a great year, just hanging out and talking and Friday nights, and you're a great racer and your family's just awesome.
Yep. Yeah, we try to be.
You are. You guys are. You don't have to try. You are.
Well said.
Yep. All the work you guys put in on the Friday night, the batter, the cooking, setting everything up, turning everything down, man, just everybody appreciates what you guys do.
Yep. And, we kind of got to throw thanks out to, the Masons, they let us use their big old generator. And
Yeah, that's true.
Ray Parsons, they bought a little waffle maker. It makes like 10 little waffles.
Yes. Is that where that came from?
Yep.
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah.
Ray bought that, and, he's bringing it up to us every time we did it. And, everybody bringing bacon.
Mm-hmm.
That was really cool as well.
Yeah.
Then, I don't know if you guys,
Go
I don't know
ahead.
if you guys got in on it, but at Tulsa, Ray's dad brought some. It was like wild hog, but it had some jalapeno mixed in with it, sausage.
Oh,
We
That's
saw him
good.
mixing it up. We didn't. I don't know if
Yep.
I got a pull up.
Ray was over there smashing that stuff up.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
that's
Yeah.
good stuff.
I would have
thought he
totally-
was just laughing at us, but then I realized.
I would have tried it, but the jalapeno part, I'm out on that. I'm not out. I'm out.
Yeah. Cool.
Wendy says, Rodney and Gary, thank you for everything you guys have done for the year. Can't wait till next year. Same. We
Same.
can't wait either. Thanks, Wendy. Yeah, Lewis says it's a job.
Yeah.
And you can tell.
Yeah.
Wendy says, Sonny helps me with cooking the bacon.
Yeah. They do a fantastic job.
And I think we got a picture of all of you. Nope.
There we go.
There.
Yep. Yeah, it's down at Mocan, and them aprons Gary bought us.
Yeah. My wife got them on Amazon.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Good stuff.
Great stuff. Very cool.
Cool.
All right. Cool. Well, thanks for coming on, man. We always appreciate it. And
Yeah, no,
we will see you, about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, is it, Gary?
Couple weeks, yeah.
yep.
Mhm.
God, and that'll be the middle of November already.
Then
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Mm. Cool. Man, Austin, thanks a lot for your time tonight, bud.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you guys.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Rodney,
a good week.
congratulations to you as
Oh,
well.
thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it, champ.
Yep. Congratulations to both of you guys from where I sit here to both of you. Champs on the screen, man.
Hey, Rodney, you might want to paint that car blue. I mean, there's a lot of blue cars.
I noticed that.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't. Gary, is he letting the cat out of the bag? Does he know? Did you already talk to him about something? Gary's
I'm not-
right now.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah,
It was a lot of different colors this week. I know that.
it was. I saw that. You're blowing the internet up there.
Man, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. No, he makes a good point. There was let's think through this. Okay, so we have 2 blues, 2 whites, a red, right? Thinking about that.
The junior was blue.
The junior is blue.
That's
Okay,
right.
there you go. Yeah.
Eli.
Peoples. Yeah. That was pretty cool. The shirt too. Did you know about that? Did you see that?
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah. Very good. Oh, Troy's throwing his color in the hat there. Did you see that?
Oh, I didn't. Troy says yellow looked good.
Is he talking about your Waffle House yellow there? What do you
I
put
think
that
so.
over there? That is.
As Zane Harmon says, have to stick with the dirty wheels.
Yeah. Oh, God, Perry got me.
And Doug talking about you, Rod. He clinched it in a blue car. Pretty car.
Yeah.
Pretty car.
Pretty car. I know Goose is watching. That's
Oh
great.
man.
So yeah, then I guess another deal that we had, we was up at Flying H testing, and to kind of let the cat out of the bag, not too many people know. Force Inductions come over. They sponsored us a Gangster 98 Turbo while I was there, so
Heck
we'll be working with that
yeah.
this winter. So
Congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Cool, man. That's good.
That is
Thank you.
awesome.
It's got to feel
Yeah.
good.
Hey, well earned. Especially now, you just do a really good job and you've earned this championship. And hey, congratulations, man. That is just fantastic.
thank you. Yeah, we try to keep a car that'll go down the track every pass, and
Yeah,
we've been pretty successful with it this year.
absolutely. And you must have caught their eye. So you'll represent them well.
Yep. Brian Snyder says, just here to represent for the White Mustang Club.
There he goes. There he is. Face. He does a great job.
Yep.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Well, we'll see you later. Have a good week. You done mowing?
I got a little bit to do this week, so
All right.
here. So
All right.
Cool.
well, we'll see you guys at the banquet.
All
All
right.
right.
Thank
Sounds
you.
good, man. Thanks for your time, Austin.
Yep.
Good night. See you.
Awesome.
Phew.
That whole
Man, what a
family.
great group of champs.
Oh my goodness. That's just that whole deal, man. It's just been a fantastic show. This is good stuff. And that whole waffle thing, just I don't know, just couldn't have worked out any better, and just that chance meeting too at Tulsa to kind of like, oh yeah, to go into that whole waffle thing. It's just incredible.
Yeah. And then she, Wendy tells us that story about they was cooking pancakes at Jake Mason's trailer at 2:00 in the morning or whatever. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. That's right. That's the story
They're
she
not
told
scared.
me.
They're not scared to
when we were
cook.
having breakfast, yeah. Scared to
Yeah.
roll their sleeves up and get after it. Heck
Yeah.
Cool.
That's funny.
Yeah, great racers, man. Glad to meet all those guys. Good job.
Yep. Yeah. If people aren't racing with the Titans group, they're missing out.
Telling you, it's a good community. Good community. All right,
Yes,
is that
sir.
it for the night?
Oh, it's up to you. We got one more.
Got one more? Run through mine?
Let me find you here.
You probably got me on auto delete.
Poof, poof, poof.
Yeah.
No. I got to look at it right. Okay. Oh, I missed this picture. It's just, but Centerville, you sent this and,
I did.
Ray. We'll shout out to Ray there on the winning.
I did that on purpose,
Yeah.
man. I was going through my phone
Yeah.
and I saw that. And I thought, I'm going to put this in here too, man, because I know Ray's watching. And
Yeah.
that was a great picture. And
Yeah, him and his son.
him and his son, and hanging out with them all year. And we got to interview him as well. And he talked about that picture, and just a good deal, man. Those Arkansas boys are awesome.
They are. What did you do? You went to Centerville, didn't you?
Yeah, I went down to Centerville. Me, you, and Keith, right? We rode down to
Motor-
Centerville
Yep, we was eastbound and down.
April 11th and 12th. And
Yeah. God,
Yeah.
a long time. Woof.
and what was that about, Gary? About 6 hours for us?
Yeah, 6.5-ish or so, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Between 6 and 7 there somewhere.
And we usually leave Friday morning, dark 30. And, to kind of, get an easy cruise down there and not have to stress. Last year I was blowing tires every other mile.
That's right. On the way to
our tire
Texas,
problem.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tire problem. And, so it was the first big pool, with the new trailer and stuff. And that was the longest pool too. We talked about that.
Yeah.
We're getting set up here. And we're in the high rent district because it's the Browns and then the Foremans. And so we knew we were in that spot. And then Dr. Dave's on our other side. But it was our first time being here to this event. And
first time. Cool facility.
Great facility. Excited to go back. And now we got some tune-ups for it too, because we took about, 60 pounds out of the back of the car. So we were trying to figure out our weight and balance and all of our tune-ups and everything. So we got some good data by the time we left. But it was ended up being a good event. We had a good time.
Yeah.
So glad.
Yeah, we wasn't awesome that weekend, but we did learn.
Yeah.
Some things.
Yeah. And that's
very important.
We met a lot of great people and the Maverick, with Spaniak and Ray, and I think end up racing the wagon on Friday night, right?
Yep. James.
Yeah.
He's right here. There he is.
Yeah. Of course, he goes down and just shows me his taillights, and so that was a good event there. That's the first time I've had to pull around and then back up. You had to back up into the water box and then do the burnout and stuff. And
this was a cool track. Lots of trees, lots of shade. Was it like, I don't know if it was Friday evening or Saturday afternoon, evening, tons of people like from the fence and stuff here on down. There was tailgating, people standing. There was a lot of people there at this track. It was really cool.
It really was. And the air was pretty decent too. Wasn't it like 1,500 or less?
Something like that. Yeah.
And good car count for us. I was down there. So that's where you had to pull in, see what's with the Mavericks, see all the trees, shades for miles, just shade for miles. So good. And we got Ray in the first round. We ended up getting a point there. And then we came back around for round 2, and that's where we exited. And I think the wagon put me out, if I remember right.
I think so. And Ray bought back in, and he marched his way through the field, didn't he?
He did. Him and Spaniak were at the end. I think we had like 8 cars roughly in that class that night. And but yeah, it was a good time. Of course, that's where we went to the Waffle House when we were right. And
went Russellville.
Yeah, drew the 518 chip and started that whole deal right there.
Yeah, that's the first time going live with the chips out of the blue bucket. It's right there in front of you. It looks like right there.
Yeah, right there on the left. Yeah, heck yeah.
I think they messed up your food order, didn't they?
I think they gave some of it to Al, if I remember right. Yeah.
I know something was messed up with your order. Something was burnt, or they give you the wrong meat or something. Yeah, was messed up, but that's all good.
That's all good. But
I think they thought I was a secret shopper with my Waffle House
shirt. Because you had the Waffle House shirt on.
I did.
Chimed up on that, and that's where they gave us those little hats. I know my green screen is going to block it out, but we had these hats. Yeah. So
I still got it.
Yeah. But that was our farthest pool, and no complaints. Trailer did good and made it back.
You got a few points.
Yeah. No, that was it. Yeah, it was a good event. It really was. And we've talked about it all year, but this Titans community and it's competitive. I mean, we dabbled into it last year, the year before. We went to a few races, and we talked about, all right, let's do it this year. Let's really go to every race and see how it plays out. And so, if you do something here, you're doing good.
And at that time, it was just the outlaw class. There was no limited 275, and so just luckily for that class, because we really couldn't survive in the outlaw side right now.
Luckily, you're right. Yeah, super excited. We talked to Al about it PRI or whatever, just having the class, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it was just definitely could fit in. And we just had to make the door adjustment on my car to
Yep.
make that happen. So
Lewis Martin Jr. says, congratulations, Rodney Dow. That Mustang made some awesome licks this year.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Lewis. Great hanging out with you and your family. But yeah, though, that's how it went. And then we made our way over to
Harper.
Mid-America, right? Harper Land.
Harper's track.
Yeah. And so for me, it's like 45 minutes pool. Like Gary will come over and we'll, do our little routine. We hit this local little convenience store and then so it's about an hour for Gary, but it's like 45 minutes once we jump in and roll down, and we just put on autopilot and
Easy drive.
Yeah, it's an easy drive for us. And this was a good event for me too. I think I made it down to 3 cars and got this little truck, raced Ray. We pitted. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yep.
We pitted with Dave here, and that's where I think the sticky fingers comment started.
Right.
Yeah. So, but race Ray, and then from Arkansas, and then this little truck here, I think they were from Nebraska. Raced her. She did a fantastic job.
Lincoln or Omaha area, I think she said.
Yeah.
One of them areas. Yeah.
Raced another round, and then we got down to racing the freaking wagon again, and he showed me his taillights again. I didn't get off the starting line, and so and then it was him and Shote in the final. I think Shote won this event for us.
Right.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. But yeah, it was
that wagon was trouble for you. Dang.
It was, man. I couldn't even get a shot at it. You know what I mean? They had to go and move on to another car there. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Now it's a great picture here. We just, after the event, we took a picture. This is everybody that came and hung out and helped out or hung out or whatever. It looks like that Shannon Campbell all the way by the trunk, and then Jim Lauer, and then Keith, and then you, and then Jordan, and then me.
Yep.
Jordan Campbell. So.
And remember how chilly it was that night?
Yeah.
It was chilly.
Yeah. I see most everybody's got a long sleeve or a hoodie or something on.
Except you.
Yeah. Well, I probably just got out of my jacket at that point right before we took the picture off.
Yeah. Probably still cooking.
But
Still
I felt
warm.
good as far as points, you know what I mean, on this one. And so I just like, okay, we had a good points race, and learned some more stuff. At this point, we're still got the 400 in.
Yep.
And I got the 427 ready, but like I hadn't put it in yet. So I'm just trying to keep going with that. So that was good.
Goose says, congratulations, Rodney.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Looking forward to the banquet. Yeah, and this was the Friday night, man. Look at that crowd.
Yep. Friday night shenanigans with the waffles and the bacon.
Yep. And I wanted to say this night is when you gave them the apron, right? No, you gave them to him Mocan. My fault.
At Mocan. Yeah. Mocan.
Yeah, that's my fault. But yeah, this is a good time though. And there we are hanging. So
Jim says, congratulations, Hot Rod.
thank you, Jim. Thanks for coming to all the events, man. Really appreciate you having a good time.
Another Doug Perry. Congrats, Rodney.
Thank you, Doug. Yeah.
There was something else really cool that went down at the waffles and bacon with the Harpers doing this.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So this picture here is, as you know, every track will run their little shootouts as well. And so the limited street, and Harper does a little bit different. He just has it on a 275 tire. And so last year at the end, I was lucky enough to set the record. And so same fashion as Gary, with the belt, you know, that Gary Putnam, you know, put out there for the race before, where Devin got the belt at that time. They wanted to keep that little thing going, and so they got this belt and the little time card, if you will, and just with, you know, getting over there and getting the belt in, and it took just a touch, and then so we got together and they presented this to us and or to me, and I think Gary knew about it maybe a little bit beforehand, maybe not, but
About 10 seconds before
it
you.
was a surprise. And then the interesting part is when I got it, I just by luck, or not by luck, by fashion, I just handed it to the person next to me, and then I went back to Gary and Mr. Harper and gave him hugs and thanked them, and you know, I was looking at the little time slip there. And I mean, what did that take? 18, 19 seconds. And then I went back and the belt's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. Luckily for me, Gary Putnam was live when we did this, because we did it right before the chip draw. And so I had documentation of where the belt went.
The burglar.
Yeah. And so, you know,
I don't know. You handed it right to him, so I don't call it stealing. I don't.
Figures, you know.
I don't know.
I did. That's where I made my first mistake. You know,
You just handed it over.
Yeah, 'cause he did it. He just like, oh, like, you're an idiot. You just handed this to me. And
Bye.
bye. And so, but we got it back. You know, it's all in fun. But yeah, I was super surprised to get this, and very, very thankful. And I got lucky too, because when they made this, they put my name on it, which was just awesome for me, fantastic. And then they made another one. And so anybody that comes behind me, which somebody's going to, obviously, and beats the record, then they'll be the traveling belt, kind of like what you did for Outlaw. And now Devin handed that over to Adam Phillips. So they have it now.
Yeah. This is a really cool looking belt. It's way fancier than the one I got, but I was in a time crunch by the time that idea popped up. But this one is really, really cool looking.
Yeah, it's very nice. I'm very lucky.
It's a really neat piece.
Yeah. Very cool. So super. Thank you. You know, the Harpers and Ray Browers, and it's out there too. So somebody come and, you know, get on Harper's track, and I think you got to go just to the left of a 4:56, and you got the record.
Yep.
And of course, I plan on coming back and, you know, getting on that myself. But you know, we'll see.
4:56. 8-4 looks like.
Yep, exactly right.
Yep.
So, yeah. So I didn't know what to say too. I watched that video back a couple times, and I'm just like, kind of like, because I knew we were going to pull a chip, you know, and then like, I'm hijacking this thing, you know what I mean? And and so you know, and they did that, so that was a good time.
Barry Peter says, if you can't trust a guy named Goose, who can you trust? Oh man.
Oh my goodness. That is great.
Oh, what
time.
What did you do after Mad? Where'd we go?
We actually we went down to Mocan. I think we had an off race as well, but that's another story. But we went down to Mocan, and we went ahead and we had the 427 in at Mocan, right? Or is that the Hot Summer Nights? I'm kind of confused. But no, I take that. Do you remember? Do we have the 400 in at Mocan? I think we did. And I remember we had the switch problem. Remember we put that switch in the car?
Yeah.
And it shook the tires. And but yeah, we went down to Mocan, and we got a couple of licks in on Friday. And but yeah, the rain came in, and so
was it the Titans race or the Hot Summer Nights where the crank sensor bracket broke?
Hot Summer Nights.
Okay, because I see that, I'm like, man, I couldn't remember where. Yeah.
And actually, I was going to do this to give Ray a hard time. Is there a video there for Mark City?
Oh yes, there is. Let me roll.
The only reason I did this is because Ray smoked me at Centerville there when he got the win.
Yeah. Was it at night or daylight?
There's some daylight in there.
Okay, I think it's this one.
It's tough to walk on. Right, mighty, get it.
Cool.
Where did Ray go?
Oh, he was there. He was right there the whole time. It was a good race. He actually, I think, if you look there, he's right there. When we left, he treed me, to be honest with you. But yeah, it was a good race there. But yeah, that was just wanted to throw a little quick video in there. But yeah, I had a good time. And then
Put the
we
small board on him. Woo.
I know. And, went over to Mocan, and that's a nice little pool for us, man. That's all.
Yeah, it's good. It's real good.
So yeah, I went over there, and of course, we ended up kind of, we made some hits, and we were kind of ready to go. I think we had one of Marty's new converters in at that point, but we had that new, like I said, that switch, and the switch shut off Friday night.
Yeah, that was a problem.
Yeah. And
that was
on the race, but yeah.
Giant nuisance. Yeah.
It was. I'm glad we got it fixed.
What in the world?
Yeah. Kind of reached back out to Devin on that deal, and he sent me another one. But yeah, that's good stuff. Any pictures from Mocan?
Yep. So Friday night we did get to here's where I give Wendy the aprons. Yep, the pancakes. Yeah. And we got bacon and waffles that night, Friday night.
Heck yeah.
Decent crowd for this too.
Mm-hmm. Look at Dr. Dave right there at the bottom right. He's like right there.
Yep.
That's awesome. He's
ducking out.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's the cooking crew, the Martins.
Yeah, they look great, man.
Yeah. I don't remember which one this was, but you got the pictures from Melissa. Was that, was that leaving this time?
Yeah.
Or was it hot?
Nah, well, either way, but we were at Jerry, help me out, Klingman. Yeah, Memorial Shootout earlier in the month in May. And so that's where she took those pictures. And then in June, when we showed up to Mocan, she had them all framed and ready for me. So that was pretty awesome. That's my first parachute out picture. And and then the one she's holding is the one she ended up doing for the champ photo, which ended up being awesome. But but yeah, this was awesome. Yeah. And this a fun little fact too, because I know Larry's watching. Right when we got done taking this picture, she told me a secret. She goes, "Hey, I'm making this thing." Larry reached out to me. He wanted me to make a picture of Al's car from this event, from the Ozark race. Well, on the side, Al reached out to make something for Larry's car, and they ended up the way, like, I think like Al was on the starting line, but Larry was in the burnt out box, so they were both in the picture.
Yeah,
and, which ended up being just a great capsule in time because of what ended up happening to both of those cars this year. So that's kind of a cool thing that she gave them. But yeah, she does fantastic work, and I have more pictures in order from her, obviously. But
yes.
she does a great.
So after this, there was a little bit of summer break, right?
Yep.
And
Summer break.
you did a motor swap, didn't you?
I did a motor swap and left the country and came back and put this one in. And so I've been working on this for a little bit, and I think everybody knows the story on this one, but I'm excited for this motor. I think it's going to do really well. And I mean, it has to if I want to keep up with the people in the class. So, and but yeah, so it's the 427 with the GV2 heads, and appreciate you doing all that fabricating on that too. You made that new intake tube at your house, and and that closeout panel, and I'm sure the whole intake you made on that thing. I mean, you got some good YouTube videos out of that.
Yeah,
did I think 3 or 4. You did such a great job on that. Tanner milled down the rails. Just trying to think of everything to get that thing in there. But yeah, it fit in there nice.
Luckily, there was that time gap, you know. Yeah. So that worked out perfect.
Yeah.
It was pretty ideal.
Yeah.
So the first outing with it was Hot Summer Night.
Yeah. And that's when the crank sensor broke.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's just, yeah. It's so bad. That's fixed, but yeah, that's not a great place to have a welded piece. There's a lot of
vibration
happening, man.
Yeah. And fun fact, just the throw on this with that ATI dampener is why we had to move that magnet down, and it lasted years. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
yeah. As soon as it went to start, when we looked down, when I got home, I found the problem. And
dang it!
But what's funny is I call Chris Rose up and I kind of tell him what's going on, and he's like, "Well, actually, I think the big block Chevy has that same type of throw. Let me send it to you," and it worked. So
and that's Chris Rose at Innovators West.
That's right.
Yeah, he fixed you up, got you the right piece.
Yeah, had it the next day. Yeah, this Hot Summer Nights right here. So I think this is when that crank trigger broke right there.
Oh
and
man.
I was racing Joseph Thomas, if I remember right, with Roger. And but that's all right. It's racing. It's a good time.
Yep.
So I had a great time. Good
a couple
pictures
of
there.
cool pictures. Yeah. This is a pretty neat picture here. Look at that.
Yeah, I like that.
That's a neat capture.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shots.
Then after Hot Summer Nights is the so you found out when you was overseas about Noble getting shut down. So that was kind of a mess for a minute.
It was, and like my phone had
a little bit of a panic.
It was. I have a work phone that I take, and it's got international calls on it. That's what I was calling you off of, that phone. And then my personal phone, I just took it, and I could follow Messenger a little bit. And being 7 hours ahead, like it took extra time for me to come back around when I didn't, so I went kind of an extra day before I figured out what was going on. But I was hoping that they would go to Arc City, but like I know that they were putting a lot of, there was other tracks kind of saying, "Hey, come over here." So
yeah, it worked out.
Yeah.
So we went to Mad.
Yep. No, went to Mad.
Yep. Mad / Noble.
Right. Yep. And we're just messing with the new engine, seeing what it likes, and at this point, just watching the O2s and the fuel and that sort of thing. And I think we made 2 hits or 1 hit on Friday night on that deal before we didn't make any on Saturday.
No, that's the tree malfunction, wasn't it? Friday night.
Yeah. But we got, I know everybody says that, oh, that's low boost and all that, but I literally have baby boost in this thing, and the numbers are pretty good, so I'm happy with that. And, but me and Shote got to race one time on this deal too. and show
Got a
that.
video of that too. Right here. Oh, pushed it too many times.
That's all right. But yeah,
Yep.
I was starting to feel more better about getting the combination dialed in, just playing with it and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. That's an event that didn't get counted. It didn't, just like it didn't exist. So
Yeah, no, it did exactly. And so but we're just keep rolling along, it's all we can do. And felt bad for Harper there. They tried so hard to fix that thing. And we were kind of, we're right there. Actually, you can see our trailers behind that pole and where the lights are on. And it just seemed like the longer it took, the percentages of us racing was going down,
Yeah.
And so it felt bad for that whole thing.
Yeah. There's a good spectator turnout. There was people all over the place.
Yeah.
And, it would have been a great event on Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then where'd we go?
We rolled to Tulsa.
Tulsa, yay.
Yeah, we rolled to Tulsa. And Keith's with us as well, and had a good time here, and good car count, and that sort of thing. Trying to remember, I think Frost came back to this one,
Frost came there.
If of course Schultz here, and I'm trying to remember if Ray and Spaney,
the bar Mustang, Jeff's Mustang. Yep.
Yeah. So that was a good time. It was a good time.
There he is. There's Frost right there.
Yeah.
Jason Flowers. Jason Flowers, Lockwood. Yeah. The car count was real good.
Yeah, it was. It was real good.
Tyler,
yeah.
That's a nice Mustang, man.
Nice Mustang.
Cool dude.
I went to this event, I had permission from the family, but just to tell you personally, I was not my head wasn't in the game for this deal.
Right.
And so, and we ended up making a decent hit on the last qualifier, and but yeah, anyway, is what it is.
Here's that video of that hit right here. That was a nice pass.
It was a good pass. Mile an hour is down because everybody talks. Oh, lifted. They tell their story, but this where it got the head a little bit. So, and that's what. So we were coasting there to that 150, but I think that's what it said. Maybe it was 160, but yeah, it was a good outing though for sure. Still learning a lot and had just a little bit too much timing in it at that point. But we figured out the first 100 feet though. We had that figured out, because I went at 113 in the heat on that deal. And so, but yeah.
Yeah. That engine has showed great potential, and just got to pick it apart and figure it out a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. To be honest with you, learned a lot from Show just talking about it in the pits, about that.
Yeah.
And another cool thing about this event, I wanted to share this picture too, is because Troy was there,
Yes.
his 4 years, and he make it to the semis or the finals or something, and just had a great event. And but we did have a side bet. I just thought about this, and so
yes, you did.
He just wanted to decide it. I was just going along for the ride, but yeah, like that 47, that one hit got me paid, but he was making licks all night, going faster and faster and faster. So hats off to Troy and his season, And I think he might still be trying to make one more race this year if he can.
Yeah.
And with his
Trying to go to Texas.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a good night. It really was. It was a good weekend. But yeah. And then Cameron was there as well.
Cameron, an outlaw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's Lance. He was on the little tires and the outlaw side of Limited.
Yep. Yep.
Troy says side bet gives motivation.
Agree.
He says thanks for the kind words.
Absolutely. You've earned them. You did a great job this year.
Lots of patience and man, just hanging on to get it all finished up, you know. Just big waiting game, man.
Yeah.
This is chip draw here.
Draw action. Got Paul there getting us all lined out. Kind of had to go for a redraw on this one, if I remember.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
But, I mean, it was all the same, but yeah.
This is a little out of order, but there was Friday night waffles and that was a good turnout.
Yeah.
Is this I think this was where Wendy said they cooked 40 pounds of bacon.
I think you're right. And then, like you said, they had that different sausage and place was packed.
A lot of bacon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That kind of wraps up Tulsa.
Yeah.
So that left one.
Yeah. Ozark. And so
one more.
we talked about, you know, looking back, I would have done things different because when I hurt the 400, I should have took that straight to Mark that next day. And I would have had it back in the car ready for Ozark. And to be honest with you too, like on the Tulsa deal, I, with the things going on in my house, I probably should have just stopped there. But, you know, getting the blessing and, you know, as everybody knows, I called Jason up and he saved the day, saved the year, however you want to say it. And so we picked this car up, you know, 3 hours before this picture was taken or something, you know, however long it took to get here. And so we get it all strapped down and get it out. And I mean, I know we kind of recapped about it last show, but it was, I'm glad I called him. You know what I mean?
And, it made a difference. I mean, it was,
all the difference. Yeah.
But it's just been spectators, you know.
Yeah. He was just gracious enough to, you know, let me use it. And of course, he, you know, everybody knows he came with Ashley and we had a freaking great time.
Oh, yes, it was a blast.
It was just a fantastic time. And I mean, I took this picture here with everybody in the lanes. Of course, you see where Team TNS is with all the shirts and everything.
Yeah, it's easy to find them.
Yeah, there was 10 cars in the class this
yeah, it was a good,
it was a great turnout. And Arkansas showed up and showed out. And, of course, Choate was there and Frost and Lockwood. And I don't know everybody, you know. But, yeah, Jason's car represented well, man. I mean, we had to figure it out a little bit on Friday. You know, the burnout, the whole line lock or trans brake and all that.
Off the button and
I mean, every car is a little different, and so, but once we got into eliminations, we ran good. So, but
there was going into the beginning of the eliminations in the chip draw. There was a point where I said, "Do you have a pen and a paper?"
Yeah, that's right. I remember that because we were going through all the scenarios, right? We were going through like, you know, because at that point we realized like Lance wasn't there. Gary Spaniak, Josh Gill wasn't there, and so like we're like, okay, you know, myself, Ray, and Wes were there, so we kind of broke it down off that, like, you know, before chip draw there, and so Gary kind of made this little spreadsheet, if you will, and everyone is round by round, you know, where we're coming in and the points. But what were you thinking here?
I wanted to see it. I wanted to see it right after it happened. Like I wanted my hand to see it on paper like that. So that's why I wrote you guys' names out, your starting points, and then the slash and add a number was you won around, and Ray right there didn't get he didn't get past the 10 there, but
Yeah.
well, he had to buy back.
Yeah. So he didn't get that point on that.
Yeah,
first
but he didn't pick up a point till later, but you guys were already a few ahead of him at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to keep track of it like that, to each round to watch it and see it.
Mhm.
And those 2 circles there, that's you and Wes going into the final. That's your spread.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. And so he ended up winning. So he ended up with 13.5.
Yep. A half a point back still.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
had he set the mile an hour record, you would have tied up.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So yeah, that's a fun little deal there. But yeah, I just couldn't believe it, and how it all played out, with getting the truck. We got the buy late that Ashley drew.
Yeah.
Lockwood hit the tires. And even on Wes's side, the transmission broke, and then he just he started making licks. Then he went to 45, and then he went to 51, then he went to 40. Plus that truck out of Arkansas, that could have been a spoiler and a half.
Oh yeah, yeah. It went to 59.
Yeah,
it was the 50s. Yeah.
Yeah, and then of course Frost as well. I didn't know what he was going to end up doing. You know what I mean? So, but
yeah, that was part of our talking scenario too. Was some of these cars that weren't going to grab the championship, they could ruin it for a few of you.
Yeah, yeah. And that picture with Jason's, I'm having Melissa make this, but you can see, this is the winner circle with all of us, and she put a note there, and I talked to Jason about this because I told him I was getting him a poster, but this is kind of basically what's going to end up like here.
Cool.
Because it's got his name down there. Because if he wouldn't let me use the car, then obviously we wouldn't be talking right now about it.
And nice touch on the Mel Hamilton and Neil Chance banners on the ground. That was a good touch.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
that was a great idea.
Yeah, thank you. Couldn't do it without him.
Great idea. Yeah. So that that gets you the world champion. That's a cool picture. Really, really awesome picture.
Yep. Yeah, she did a great job. Yeah, with this.
Yeah. Your car looks really, really good in that picture.
Thank you.
Man,
What? Say that one more time for Goose. I think is Goose there?
It's pretty.
Pretty car.
It's pretty.
That's fun.
And it's got the shiny wheels.
Oh yeah.
It's real nice, Clark. Real nice.
Yeah, we debuted the shiny wheels. Oh, that was last year.
Was that last year? Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just been a great year, man. Yeah, there it is, celebrating it out.
Wrapped it up at Waffle House.
That's it.
We was hungry and tired.
Yeah, couldn't believe. At this point too, like I got one of those Titan shirts on that they made.
Yep.
And at this point, but I'm just here to tell you, I'm so tired and just whatever. I didn't even. It took a couple of days to kind of sink in. You know what I mean?
He's watching. See that? Sure he is. Yeah.
But yeah, this is a good time, and this a side story too, man. This lady that waited on us, she was awesome. She was telling us a little bit of a story of herself, and kind of it was just a nice little encounter, that we had. And, I think had a little bit extra tip, our way towards her. So yeah, she was just good people.
She was planning a trip and give her a little help.
Yeah.
She was cool. She did a great job.
She did a great job, as well too. But but it's been a heck of a year, and I'm just telling you right now, if you want some competitive racing, there's a class for you here, and I think they got 9 classes with the motorcycles and juniors and everything. But it's definitely made us better racers, if you will. But we were looking for this. We were looking for just somewhere where we can get in somewhere to run a points deal. I never ran a points deal before, and I wanted to try it out. And, it just all worked out in our favor this year. And so just, a lot of it was luck too. There's some things at the beginning of the year that happened that carried over. And, and I try to make my own luck by being prepared and working and, doing all those extra things and not giving up. And, and there at the end too, by calling Jason, because that could have went south.
Sure.
Could have went very south. But yeah. So
I hadn't asked you this yet. Did you have a plan B if Jason wasn't available? He may have been racing somewhere else or just said no. Did you have a plan behind that?
No, not really.
That would have been the end of it.
That was it. Yeah. I mean, and I was this plan, you knew about it, the Sunday night, like around this time, I called you about 10 o'clock or something, told him I talked to him. I had the plan going into the week before, because I actually talked to him the Friday before at Mark City about nothing, about, hey, what's going on? How's it going? Never,
little chit chat,
and where's your car? I was just like, yeah, Tulsa, and so he kind of knew, but like, I don't know if he was ready for that question, but
right.
But I'm just glad it all worked out.
Yeah. That Ozark, the last race, it was a ton of fun. It was exciting.
Yeah.
We had excitement all over what was going on in our pits and next door in AJ's pits and him and Joe. And it was just an exciting, fun Friday and Saturday of racing. It was really awesome.
Well,
a great end to the year.
Right. And even in Outlaw, I went down to the last hit,
Yeah.
So that energy, and Goose kept coming over, just like talking and, just kept where everybody was at. But, you just said something too that I was thinking about earlier this week. Well, the last year we went to Texas and won. And so that kind of made it a nice winter. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And, and so this will make it a nice winter.
Oh, that's a good point. Good visual. Yeah.
Yeah.
You come home with some cool trinkets and garage art and you'll get some more here next month when we go to the banquet.
Yeah. No doubt.
Is that called a flying piston? Is that what it is?
That's what I understand. I haven't seen one in person. I was told by Larry if I wanted to go see one a few months back, to make my way over to Show Me Speed. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, right.
That was great.
He did say that.
No doubt, because he won he won it last year, right? In the 8.5 or whatever.
I think so, yeah.
But but I'm excited to see it whatever else comes with it. I think there's some other things coming. So just happy to be a part of it. And we talked about that too. I'm just happy to be a part of this deal and race it and hang out with these cats and call them the racing community and
great group of people.
They always come on, and I love how we give them shout outs and the interviews, and it's just awesome.
Yeah, it's good stuff. We shouldn't be able to have this much fun.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah. But we ready to do the shout out for me? And then we'll call it.
Yep. Who do you got to thank?
Mm-hmm.
Who's helped you out?
Well, in no particular order. So obviously, like, I got to thank, my family, Tanya and Lauren, helped me out. They hang out in here, with me, and kind of like all the other wives and the other family members. And, they're my biggest fan for real. And they support me and not only, the garage time or the financial side of it, but the long weekends. And I think was it Dale that said, like, his wife said, "Oh, you're gonna go hang out with your friends or whatever."
Yeah.
That's what they say too. Have fun with your friends, and what's super cool too is as soon as we get home, they want to know what happened. I mean, they're all about it. They're following on Facebook or Facebook Live, or I'm texting them. I mean, they're not gonna, like, 20 years ago or whatever, once in my 20s, they were at the track with us, and they kind of did that. And so they're okay with not going and just hang out like this. And that's what we do. And that's how they support. And it's great. And I coming home from Mark City at 2 a.m. or midnight or whatever, Ginger wakes everybody up when I crack the door. So now they're ready they want the story before we go to bed. What happened? Who won? What's going on? Because they know everybody. And, and so we have those talks, but couldn't do it without them, and couldn't do it without you, obviously, as well. And with the, like I say all the time, with the in between races, that we always have to fix, not only that or getting ready for the track, but at the track, with, helping with the car or being around, suggestions and starting line, like we talked about last week with Stanley Ray and just all that, just is such an important part, and Tanner as well coming and helping. Keith as well is coming. You said something earlier, I think with Alan, right? You said something about fun.
Yes. Yeah.
I like that about us because we don't get excited. That was the old Rod in 2000 when he used to, me and Goose talk about that a little bit, taking it too serious.
Yeah.
And, I raced for some, hardcore from 99 to 07, and I stopped for a minute, and then I came back in in 2016 with this car, and just coming back in, I've already won, and so it's just, I'm just having fun. And I don't, if I get back to the old way, I need to stop. And, and I had success before, but the lows aren't as low because I don't let them get low. I was mad when I left and I didn't win. I remember going home, losing in the final at Wichita, mad. I go, what is that? And so, but yeah, I just, and, our little team's a big part of that, and not taking it, we're there to do something, but we're not going to, get crazy. We're still going to go to Waffle House and have a good time, win, lose, or draw. And to be honest with you, like that was Centerville right there. We got our butts whooped, but we still joked and cracked up all the way home and had a good time. And remember Ray's buddy that came to Mid-America and gave us a shout out because is that
Eric? Is that his name? Eric?
We weren't sitting there pouting on the show because we hit the tires. It was our own fault, and we figured it out, and that was that. Yeah,
it was too late, but whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Just mark that in the book. You learn.
Exactly. But, on the finance side too, corporate wise, like Mel Hamilton Racing helps me out a bunch, and that relationship I got a couple years back with Phil and Nick. Nick Ballman, Phil Nightingale, they helped me a bunch. And, with parts and just a lot of stuff, fuel, tires, just everything that you have to keep this thing going, keep feeding this machine. And then Marty, of course, I think everybody knows the story there of Marty, the converters, and same with Mark Brown with that advanced engine. And so he just, we go down there. Luckily, he's 90 minutes away and run over there, and he's our guy, and he's very smart, particular, and knows what we're doing, and and he chimes in on us too. He's reaching out, and I'll be sitting there at work, and he'll call me on a Monday afternoon. How's it going? And I'm like, oh, where'd you find out? How'd it go yesterday? What'd you do? And I'm just like, dude, you're calling me, and and so Keith as well at Fox Rod, all the suspension stuff and doing all that welding and setting the car up, putting things in there. Does a great job with that. We talked about Jason with Ultra Color, does all that paint. He does it for at a friend rate, and it's just incredible. But I want to shout out to Goose right now, for real. Like Goose, I don't know. We got this relationship with Goose, and it's awesome. And I'm sure he treats everybody like this, but he's I look forward to going to those races and seeing him. When Lauren got diagnosed, I was talking to Goose, about it, and we were talking about, low times in your life and privately, and it was good to lean on him a little bit and talk through that. And we text each other now through the week, and he'll, and plus, like when we roll up, he's got a spot for us. He gives us Donna's little Bronco for the weekend so we can drive around and get, they invite us over for all their meals and ice cream and just, just like, holy cow, it's just incredible.
Treats us like part of their crew.
Oh, he does. And he tells us too, you show up, I got you. And he made it
Every time.
Yeah. He put his money where his mouth is, or how you want to say it. But I just like, I'm looking forward to the banquet, seeing everybody,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Banquet's going to be great.
Yeah. It's just awesome. But I mean, this, I'm already, what did you do this weekend? Well, I was cleaning out my trailer. Like, I'm already thinking about next year. I'm cleaning parts, and I'm waiting on Mark to call me, and I'm ready to go get the 427 back and put it in. And I already got all the 400 parts up there, and I'm going to service my transmission like I do every year. I'm going to take my converter out and give data to Marty still like I do every year. I'll send my shocks off to Mark Minster. And I'm already talking about to show too, about like seeing what he can do. So, but yeah, great year. I never thought, you go into the year like thinking like, oh man, wouldn't it be cool? Or, and I didn't win a event too either. I just want to point that out, buddy. I didn't win an event. I got to the finals, I got to the semis, but you can do it that way. And last but not least is Al and Larry, because if they wouldn't do this series, like we wouldn't have this cool thing to go do,
Nope.
and we were the outside looking in for a couple events. We went and dipped in Tulsa. We dipped at Mid-America, and then once they put in the extra class, if you will, the new class, limited versus 8.5, it's like, let's try
Perfect.
it. Yeah, let's try it. And and it's like anything. There's some things I, agree or don't agree on with the deal, but like if it wasn't for them to be here, we wouldn't be racing. And so shout out to them. And I'm just looking forward to this thing growing more. And I want to, beat some corporate America down in Wichita to help this deal, to fund some money that way. Shout out to the Harpers too. Every track manager and owner on this series that put all their blood, sweat, and tears into this. If it's the Harpers or Tito or Eric, I don't know everybody. Jimmy at Tulsa,
Yep.
But like it's just awesome. Yeah, and just appreciate them giving us a facility to do that and be safe and keep it going. So
A bunch of hard workers, man.
Yes, a lot of hard work behind the scenes. People don't realize, and so that's all I can think about, Gary. I appreciate you doing the show, and we'll just keep rolling.
I had a good time tagging along, just trying to keep my little pea brain knowledged up with racing stuff, and try to look and learn and watch and try to remember when it's my turn. So,
there you go.
And I'm really, really going to miss hanging out with Stanley on the starting line.
Yeah.
That's a learning experience for sure that I'm going to miss.
Yeah. It's going to be a different dynamic with both cars. I just think about that throughout the weeks.
Yeah.
It will.
Yep.
I think there's things that like, they're going to be like, oh man, but then there's going to be things that like, oh, okay, that's better now because.
Right.
So.
Yep.
But yeah. No
Good.
doubt.
Good, man. Great recap. Good job. Doug Perry says, congrats again, Rodney. Great show, guys. Have a great week.
Thank you.
Lewis Martin. Yeah. Lewis Martin says, great show and great to get to know you guys. Same here, Lewis.
Same.
You and your family are awesome.
Yes. 100%. All right.
Yep. Good job, Rod. Race recap and champ.
Man.
2025 champ.
Yes.
Another comment here. Dale Gebhardt says, congratulations, Rodney.
Thanks, Dale. Congratulations to you as well, man. Great job today.
And for all of the 8 champs, there's 8 of you, right? 8 or 9 of you? Let's have a round of applause.
Nice.
Heck yeah, good job, everybody. Goose said he can't wait to see Gary's orange and black car.
Oh.
That's funny.
I was thinking about that too. I was going to take a picture of the mock and send it to him because I got an orange car
You do.
and it's got a black stripe on
It does. Doug Perry says, see you next week for the 100th show.
it. Oh yes, excited for
Almost
that.
forgot about that. Who is number 100?
I don't want us to let it out yet, but we got it locked in. And,
It'll be great.
Gary's
For
send
sure.
out the invite. I think you guys are going to be, happy with who we were able to get, and
Yep.
they're super excited and to do it. So
This dude will have great stories. He's full of energy, full of talent, and he's a great racer, and he is recognizable. So
there you go.
I guess I better not say no more.
Shut it down.
That's enough.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. This cat is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, should we shout out our partners here again at the end of the show? Give a shout out to Mid America Dragway, Ultra Color Collision Repair, TNS Race Cars, Titans of 10.5, the fastest small tire series in the Midwest, Mobile Recon Mobile Detailing, Sandlin Iron and Metal Auto Salvage, and Harry Street Carpet. Thank you to those awesome partners in 2025 and 2026. Hopefully coming up, we'll keep riding with them.
Heck yeah.
It's just around the corner.
Yeah.
You both are definitely a part of our racing family. Thanks, Goose.
Goose.
Man, you're a ton of fun, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Well, this is officially our longest show
Oh my goodness, man. I see that 3 hours. Wow.
by a long shot, but we had some cool stuff to get through with some other champs, and
Yeah.
that's what we're here for.
Yeah, 4 interviews. That was
Yeah,
just how it worked out,
and a couple guys we had never talked to before.
Yeah. No, everybody did a great job.
Yep, that was fun. Yep, you ready to call it, Rod?
Let's call it.
All right. Rod, thanks for your time. Thanks for being an awesome champ and a storyteller, and all the other champs. Congrats. And let me roll down here before your arm falls off.
I know it. Wait.
Okay. Good night, everybody. See you next week. Be looking for Wednesday's show announcement for 100.
Yes.
Good night.
Nice.
Good night, Rod.
Yeah.
We got one more comment here. Okay. Doug says, good news. I'll be ready for testing in April.
Heck yeah, man.
Cool. Good job,
As
Doug.
soon as the Mad Banquet's over, it's time to go racing in 2026. It'll be
Yeah,
March.
late February. And here comes March. Yeah. All right. Good night, everybody. We are shutting her down. Good night, Rod.
All right.